Versus Ivory Coast. Watchalong, folks. How are we doing today? This is United versus Everybody. I am your host, Sean, and you are the UVE community. Welcome back. We are here today to cheer on Amad. A little bit of solidarity here as we cheer on our star boy here. He was match winner against Ecuador last week as Ivory Coast kicked off their World Cup 2026 campaign. So he's got that going for him. Late stoppage time winner from him. Actually, I think it was just 90 minutes, but it is what it is. But they are playing in Toronto tonight. A beautiful 73 degrees for this one. Honestly, it's perfect weather for footy. I'm not going to lie. We are going to go through some quick news and odds and ends while we wait for kickoff. Kickoff is in a half hour. You can see the team news scrolling along the bottom of your screen there if you guys want to say who's on the bench. I wasn't going to put the bench in there, but there's a lot of players on the bench for the World Cup, so I'm just not going to bother with it, but y'all can do with that. But team news is down below, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we are going to dive in with some news and whatnot first and foremost. If you haven't yet done so, go and watch the Casemiro farewell video that United put up recently. It is a tearjerker. I'm not crying, you're crying kind of a thing, but go and do that, you guys. Yeah, we're going to get stuck in. I'm going to hit you with this, and I'll be right back. How's everybody's weekend going? I'm not gonna lie, I've spent the last couple days just going on a lot of hikes with my wife. Getting out in the morning, hiking about 2.5, 3 miles. Very tired, very sore, but that's why I've got some coffee here today. But we are chilling. Who's in the chat? Let me get caught up on the chat. Let me see what you guys are doing here. Big up Ian in the house. Good to see you, everyone. What we got here? Dylan's in the house. Big up Dylan. Hey, you know what? Let me pull this on the screen real quick while we're at it here. Special shout out to Dylan, by the way, for this. Dylan was in a watch party downtown Detroit last night for the U.S. versus Australia, which we'll recap in a second. We'll go through some of the latest round of the World Cup matches and get you guys' thoughts. But yeah, Dylan was chilling in downtown Detroit yesterday and hanging out with the one and only Kobe Jones. If you guys are familiar with U.S. football, he is a MLS legend, LA Galaxy legend. I think he's got like the most appearances for the Galaxy. He had a stellar season, I think, back in like 98, I want to say. Like almost 20 goals, double-digit assists as well. Absolute legend. But yeah, big up Dylan for heading downtown. It was a beautiful day as well for it. A little hot yesterday. Today's would have been much better, but shout out to Dylan for hanging out, man. Absolute legend for getting down there and doing that. It's kind of fun too. I haven't done one of those kind of watch parties, but it looks fun. I'm glad that Dylan got out and do that. I'm sure that was a blast. So big up, man. Dylan said it was a good one to watch there. Yeah, I bet too. It was a really good match to watch. Got a little slow later on, but it was a little disappointing. We're gonna talk about that in a second, man. Absolutely. Ian says, yes, 100%. That Casemiro farewell was emotional. It was. It's about a half hour. The club put it out. You can find it on YouTube as well. It's a good one. So go ahead and watch that one if you guys get a second. While we've got about a half hour till kickoff, obviously team news is out. You can see it below the screen. Let's recap a couple of these matches from the week, the latest round, as we've been doing since this World Cup started, because I do want to get your guys' thoughts on everything. How about, while we're on the subject, why don't we talk about the U.S. versus Australia? Because the U.S. men's national team kicked off against Australia yesterday, and they did win that one 2-0. Honestly, I was a little disappointed in the Aussies, if I'm going to be honest. They were compact. They defended well, right? But then when that own goal went in about just 11 minutes into the match, I mean, you'd think maybe there'd be a little bit of an onus, a little bit of pressure, like, okay, we got to go get a goal, but they didn't really change anything. And I guess you can somehow, in some ways, credit them not changing the approach, but you're not gonna get anything from the match if you're not actually kind of taking a little bit of risk and going on the front foot a little bit. It seemed like they were happy to just sit deep, get that ball to the fullbacks, and try to get it up the pitch. It is what it is. Then we found another chink in that armor, though, later on through Alex Freeman, who's on the screen right now. I told you guys about Alex Freeman. I put him in my ones to watch video ahead of this. I scouted him when he was still at Orlando last fall, I believe, before he moved to La Liga in January. keep an eye out for Alex Freeman. I did think that the U.S. did struggle a bit late on when Australia finally decided to attack. We just had a hard time clearing the box. It was like watching United sometimes. Just boot it. I don't care about this whole where's it at. Like just get rid of it. We were switched off a little bit at times as well. But we did hold on to seal out the win, so I'm not going to worry about that. And we are top of the group right now with 6 points, and so there's that as well. But so yeah, well done. 2 wins on the bounce here for the U.S. Some really good goal differential going this. I'm not too shabby. That first match against Paraguay was an absolute belter to start, man. Ian says, I told you guys, I thought the U.S. would outplay Australia. Yeah, if Australia had maybe tried to do anything other than just sit deep, maybe they end because like look at what they did late on. They actually started putting some pressure. If they would have just done that from the get-go, who knows what might have happened. But hey, ifs, buts, and maybes, right? Moving on, Scotland, Morocco, another disappointing performance to watch. I was actually kind of excited to watch this one, and then as we watched it, it was just kind of not great. Scotland just never really got going. I mean, I love Scott McTominay. We all love Scott McTominay, but he can't really be the best player in the side if that's the standard. I mean, you can argue McGinn, but I think right now McTominay is probably the best player in the Scotland team. I told you guys about Saibari, though, the player who PSV Eindhoven. I think he's probably going to Bayern, it looks like. He's been playing as their striker in Morocco. He's not a striker either. I scouted that guy like 2 seasons ago. He's really like a 10/8, and he's been just scoring buckets of goals. Big point against Brazil for Morocco because of him, and now a solid win against Scotland as well because of Saibari. So keep an eye on him. If he's not in your fantasy team already, he should be. Scotland are third in their group. They do need a big result against Brazil if they want to get forward here. But shout out to Mazraoui as well, who has been quietly having a very solid World Cup so far, playing at left back for Morocco, which is where he tends to play for Morocco. And hey, Mazraoui, if you want to keep hyping Buati in your post-match interviews, go for it, Agent Maz. I will take it. Keep hyping him up, man. Keep dripping that honey in his ear and trying to get him over here. Yeah, it was a bit of a bore fest after that, Ian. It is what it is, though. Moving on, let's talk about Brazil v. Haiti, because Brazil won this one 3-0. I mean, honestly, this matchup, it's not really fair, is it? I mean, Haiti are eliminated now because of this result, but big up Matty Cunha for bagging that brace while playing as, I guess, the 9/false 9. There's a lot of speculation. I know a lot of the graphics, a lot of football, they all had this as a 4-4-2 for Brazil, but then you have to, like I keep telling people from the get-go, you got to remind yourself of who the coaches are for these teams. It's Carlo Ancelotti. It's 4-3-3. Like, it's just what it is. And you had Acuna obviously playing in that 9 role. Strikers finished for the first goal in the sense that he's just in the right place at the right time to tap in that rebound, which is exactly what you got to do. But what a strike for that second goal. Ball coming through driving through the middle, push it wide left where he drifts a little bit. I don't mind Cunha kind of having a little bit of a free roll, even if he starts left for United or starts in the center for Brazil. Giving him that license to kind of move in those channels does cause a lot of problems for the defense, as we saw with that second goal especially. Brilliant finish, lashed it with his left foot, just top bins, roof of the net, loved it. Almost lifted the net, the goalpost out of the ground. And then Vinny doing Vinny things. Brilliant little dummy from Lucas Paquetá to create some space for himself under pressure. To find Vinny in a transition as well. Like, it just is what it is, man. Big up Danny B. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. If you haven't yet done so, yeah, please do hit that like button. Guys, subscribe. We are just having a blast out here today. Just doing some things. I had some time, so we're just doing it today. Supporting Amad, solidarity. Ian says, I was gutted as soon as I removed Cunha from my fantasy team. Yeah, it's always hard with fantasy. You want to go, you don't want to go. You can make changes too quickly sometimes. Sometimes you just want to ride it out. It's really difficult, man. Like I said, and I say that with very little experience, like doing the fantasy league for the channel, right? We have a UVE fantasy league. Big up Rob Taff for taking charge of that, by the way. It's my first time doing it, so, but I'm learning a little bit. Use my 12th man this week, so welcome Messi to the team. Oh, shout out Brad too, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Brad hosted for US versus Australia yesterday, so it was good to just chill with Brad and Jeremy and Corey. Jeremy, by the way, if anybody is into Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. Jeremy has his own YouTube channel called There and Back Again. I've posted about it in the past. I've posted some links. If you just search for it, it's called There and Back Again. So if you're into a very intellectual aspect of Tolkien and whatnot, go check that out. Some of it's a little too heady for me. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just deeper than I would typically go. But it is really good. It's good to sit and chat with him about some of that stuff as well. But big up Jeremy, and again, thank you, Brad, for hosting. Always a blast doing that. Turkey, Panama. Turkey lost 1-0. I mean, honestly, Turkey just completely fucking up my bracket. I don't know about y'all's. They are mathematically now out of the World Cup. Turkey, or Turkey A, I guess, if you want to call them that. But seriously, I did not like I wanted them to win, but I thought they'd be doing better than what they've been doing. Like, it's basically Galatasaray at this point for them, and they're not have bad players in that side. Just disappointing. They conceded that goal in the first minute, and then against 10 men for 45 minutes after Miguel Amorim got basically the first red card we've seen for covering your mouth during confrontation. So that happened. We had the first case of mistaken identity last week, and then we've got the first case of player getting sent off for covering his mouth. So just setting records here at the World Cup. And then against the Paraguay, who saw 3 players pick up injuries as well. Like, you had all that time to come back and just try to equalize. It's just another bad performance from Turkey. Arda Güler just not great. Again, so many missed chances, so many shots fall into him and just put off targets. He's just too young to be the guy for Turkey. He just can't. You have to have somebody else. Like, where's Çalhanoğlu at? Like, where's Orkun Kokcu at? Where are these guys? Kerem, where's Yildiz? Like, I would put a lot of that weight on Yildiz more before I put it on Arda Güler, but what are you going to do, man? I don't know what you guys make of Kadiolu either, but the guy has created the most chances in both matches of this World Cup so far. He is seeing a ton of the ball, had the most touches in their first match as well. It's a shame that his teammates are shit, but I'd still take Ferdi Kadiolu as a Luke Shaw replacement, even if he's going to be 27, I think, in the fall. I'd still have him for the next 4 or 5 years as a Luke Shaw replacement. You could do a lot worse than Ferdi Kadiolu, honestly. Ian says Turkey must have thought it was Thanksgiving. I mean, they got carved open like it was Thanksgiving, didn't they? Ba-doom. This is what you get here on the channel. You get cheesy dad jokes, apparently. It's like they're almost trying to get us used to the new rules and how they're going to make decisions. I don't really understand the whole mistaken identity thing, because when it was called the other day, or the last week, it wasn't really mistaken identity. I think that's what they're calling, like, the yellow that's not a yellow or something, I guess. I have no idea. Or the corner that didn't go for corner. It seems like it's just this umbrella rule that can encompass anything anytime you want to. It's kind of a thing. I don't know, man. It's a bit ridiculous. But yeah, it's weird, dude. What I don't really like is and Sanchi, big up Sanchi, posted in the WhatsApp group. Again, check the memberships. We do have a WhatsApp group for Starting 11 and Legends members as well. I'll repost the link again. I wish YouTube would let me pin post in the comments on the post section of the channel, but they don't, so I have to keep reposting it. But he posted a video, someone talking about how much the Fox makes for every time, because we got commercials during the hydration. We knew the U.S. was literally going to squeeze a commercial break out of every available moment in here. I'm surprised they don't do it when someone's walking over to take a corner, like shoot a little 3-second ad or something. But they make like $750,000 from each hydration break, which is nuts, absolutely nuts. So I don't really like that. And this is how you can tell that this tournament was put on by people, our country, that knows nothing about the sport. Like, the less stoppages, the better. I call it no sharp edges. Just keep on rolling, no stopping, just keep going, man. But it is what it is. But then finally, this last match before the one we're going to watch today, Sweden. Netherlands won 5-1. Brian Brobby with a brace, Gakpo with a brace. I nearly did the watch along for this one, but then I opted to go ahead and support Amad instead. It is what it is. Denzel Dumfries got me some points. He is in my fantasy team. He got a pair of assists as well today, so big up Denzel Dumfries for helping me out today. But Brian Brobby, kind of like Jonathan David the other day, just remembering how to score goals as a striker. I remember watching this kid when he was just a teenager at Ajax and thinking this guy has everything in him to be a star, but he's just got attitude issues, which I'm just not a fan of. But it is what it is. Yeah, he probably is going to be too expensive. I'd still have him. I mean, but here's the thing, Danny. They got De Kuiper now, too, so maybe there's an opportunity there to whisper in Ferdy's ear. Like, they got De Kuiper. I mean, do you really want to kind of be fighting. And when you come here, you're instantly walking into the starting 11. And you guys know I wanted Kadiolu when he was at Fenerbahce still, and he went to Brighton. Fuck. It is what it is, man. So annoyed. But yeah, so those are the latest and greatest rounds of the results going on here today. I will get a scoreboard up if you guys want a scoreboard. I mean, you guys are all watching it probably, but if you want me to put a scoreboard up, you just let me know in the chat. Put a thumbs up if you want a live scoreboard next to me on the screen, or thumbs down if you just don't want one. But not a big deal. Some people like it, some people don't. It is what it is. We've got a little bit of news. This I think a lot of people kind of freaking out right now because of all this Mateus Fernandes nonsense. If you're frustrated about the lack of noise around the Mateus Fernandes situation, I think, like I said the other day, I fully believe things are progressing behind the scenes. I think there's a lot of noise going on. I think a lot of this, to me, sounds like George Mendes. I mean, you can say doing his job as an agent, but at the same time, a lot of this does sound like agent talk. Fabrizio has said that United are working on the deal, trying to come to an agreement. Matteo Moretto popped up today, and he kind of contradicted that, said that Spurs are trying to work on personal terms along with Tonali. Like, again, we talked about that the other day. Spurs are reportedly going for Mateus Fernandes and Sandro Tonali. Not sure what's going on there. Remember, this is Spurs. I mean, they won Europa League, were in Champions League last season, and we still got Mbumo to come to us over them. Like, it's Spurs. At the end of the day, it's Tottenham, as the man once said. Sully Talks did come out and say that Spurs are, in fact, interested in Mateus Fernandes. But Sully Talks also reiterated that United are not too worried because his preference is to come to United, as it really should be, honestly, if we're just taking it as it is. I don't want us to be forced into an ultimatum of pay 80, 85 million or lose him. I don't think he's worth 80, 85 million. I don't want to play that game. So the question is it like Elliot Anderson? If someone's demanding a lot more than a player's worth, are you ready to just walk away and go on to another target? Maybe go for like a Mamadou Sangare, Ayoub Bouadi or something. Maybe you could get both of them for around 100 million. And now we're talking. That could be a great little piece of business, in my opinion. I don't know. I still like Mateus Fernandes. I've done that video. It's in the description if you guys want to watch it afterward. I just don't think he's worth 80 million. But are you ready to walk away if that's the price? I know a lot of people are like, just pay, just pay. And also not going to overpay. That's just the way it's going to be. But I also do hope we are working on other deals while we're working on this. We can't just do one at a time. I'm not really a big fan of doing that. I don't mind taking time once you get the personal terms, once you get that player locked in. But at the same time, we should be working on multiple deals at the same time. Like, you can make multiple calls in a day. It's not that hard. And not just all the youngsters that we talked about yesterday that we're going to be picking up. So I'm talking about left backs. Go get left backs. Speaking of, Romano also claimed that we're interested in bringing back Alvaro. I mean, I love it to happen, but I don't know where that rumor is coming from. Maybe he watches the channel because I spent a lot of time talking about that the other day. What are you going to do? Let me get caught up on the chat, you guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. You did just miss out on the 30% off one-day only sale in the UVE store. You could have gotten something like the King Cantona shirt for 30% off yesterday, but it is what it is. I did end up scooping up something for myself during that sale, and I got a little something in the mail today too that I will show you in another video because it's a little bit of a sneak peek on something. So let me go up in the chat. What are you guys talking about in here? Brabby United League's coming. Yes, I posted that earlier. Like, just brace yourself. Anytime you see a player doing well in this World Cup, you're going to see United links. We've already seen it. It's going to happen. What are you going to do? Dana says, if he wants more money in a bidding war, Spurs can have him. It's Mendes demanding his money. Yeah, I mean, some agents are like this. I think the player does want to leave. I think George Mendes obviously is trying to do the best for his player, and this is one tactic I think agents do. They just kind of put the pressure on to try to just expedite the process, expedite the process. Sorry, but he's not worth that much money in my opinion. He's a great player. He's got a really high ceiling, but again, up to 70 for me, including add-ons, is probably where I'm comfortable going with that. Just me personally, again. So it is what it is. Ian says, the only place that's reporting anything about Spurs and Fernandes is X, nowhere else. Nobody with any credibility. It's men's wanting more money and wanting the deal done now. Same happened before. Yeah, we see it all the time. We see it all the time. It's just how it works in football. So some agents are like that. Some agents, like James Featherstone, who I've had on the channel as well. Big up Feathers for agreeing to sit down with me. If you go and watch the main channel page, you can see the sit down interview I did with Featherstone. He works with Omnisports. Great guy. Met him in the PFA course. Chatted a lot during that course. Really good guy. Go check that out if you get a second. We are just 10 minutes away from kickoff. You can see down there the starting 11s for both Ivory Coast and Germany scrolling across your screen. Both teams putting strong sides out. No, sorry, I was going to say no Diamante, but I do think he's starting. Let me check real quick. Hold on while I'm looking at this. Yeah, so it's Yan Diamande, and Joan Bani, Amad Diallo, Frank Kessié. Ibrahim Sangari is an interesting one. Christ Inau Alai, who another player who I've scouted in the past. If you guys remember, I did scout him. He plays over in Turkey right now. Young midfielder. Ghislaine Konan, Emmanuel Agbadou, Olean Kosonu, who I've also scouted in the past as well before he made his move a year and a half ago. Wilfred Singo, Yahoo Fofana, starting for the Ivory Coast. Manuel Neuer, Joshua Kimmich, Jonathan Tah, Nico Schlotterbeck, Felix Nemetcha, Imam Musiala, Alexander Pavlovich, Nathaniel Brown, Leroy Sané, Kai Havertz, and Florian Wirtz. Sorry, slip of the tongue there. Don't know what came over me. All starting for Germany as well. I'm going to go ahead and put my speaker on so I can hear this match as it's going on. Maximize this screen a little bit so I can see it as I'm watching you guys. Timbo, big up. The joys of the transfer window. Yes, it is silly season, isn't it? We're no strangers to it. It always surprises me that United fans who will freak out, who will fall for it every time. You see it all the time. Like Twitter is just an aggregator for me. I'll just kind of scroll. If I see some sort of random report and someone's tagged a credible source, I will go and find out if that credible source has actually said anything about it. If the source has said anything about it, then I will go and click on the actual article, and then I will read the article. More often than not, that can, like, each one of those steps is kind of like a filter. So anything from Team Talk, anything from Caught Offside for Kayes, Marsha, all these, don't even bother with any of that nonsense. But some good sources out there. Ornstein's kind of iffy these days. He's just coming out with a lot of George Mendes client-related stuff. It's pretty nuts. Ian says, when it comes to the transfer window, 99.9% of it is utter rubbish. Just keep calm. Yeah, I'd like us to get going. Obviously, Ederson has basically confirmed recently that deal is as good as done there. We can't officially do that until July 1st due to international laws like IFAB and whatnot. So it is what it is. I've seen a lot of fans wondering, like, why aren't we doing anything? Like, we are. We just haven't finalized it yet. Like, the deals are done for some of this stuff. It is what it is. We still have players we have to get out of. Rashford on $300K a week that we need to find a buyer for. It's annoying. All right, teams are walking out here, you guys. I haven't seen a whole lot of people opting for the scoreboard, so I'm not going to bother putting one up at the moment. So just keep it 100 with you guys here for a second. Let me make myself bigger then if that's the way we're going to work. Let me get back on live. There we go. Toronto. I've never been to Toronto. I think I've been to Windsor, which the only thing I was in Windsor for was a group project during grad school. And then we went out to eat afterwards at this restaurant that had this burger challenge. If you eat this burger, and you eat it and the fries as well, you get a t-shirt and you get your photo on the wall and you don't have to pay for the burger. Your boy ate the burger. America. Take that, Canada. And I got Halloween candy after that because I was still hungry. So big up myself for going to America all over Canada. Yeah, if you want to know what it's called the Joe Schmo's Burger at Joe Schmo's, I think in Windsor. You can see it all you want to, but it's a massive burger. It's got 2 quarter-pound patties, a grilled cheese sandwich, pulled pork, onion rings, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles. Honest to God, and the French fries. Honest to God, the 3 little pickles took me the longest to eat because I hate pickles. I just can't stand pickles. I hate mustard too. I actually had them replace the mustard with some barbecue sauce because I just don't like mustard. But yeah, I destroyed that thing. It was so good. It also does take longer to do a transfer when you're a big club, so the small clubs like Spurs. And remember, we're going for clubs who don't want to sell their players, who are in a financial situation where they don't want to sell these players for peanuts. They'd rather not sell multiple players if they don't have to. Like West Ham posted a huge loss, So they do have to sell, but they would rather get big money for one player and maybe not have to sell two great players than have to sell two great players because they took a lower fee. Everybody's trying to do what in their best interest in these situations. It just is what it is. We don't want to overpay because we have done that for years and it's come back to bite us in the ass. They don't want to undersell. Like, I get it. It's a game. It's just, you just got to play it and just be patient. The question is where's your limit for some of these players, and are you ready to walk away if instead of overpaying? Because that's a very real possibility. Mateus Fernandez, if like we could easily not sign him simply on the basis that West Ham want too much money for him and they're not willing to budge, and Spurs might come in and just drop a bill on it or something, just like they're about to do for Tonali. Like, is Anderson worth 120 million? Is Tonali worth 100 million? Is Mateus Fernandez worth 85 million? No, they're not. It just is what it is. And you have to make that decision as a club. I think the days of us getting taken are well and truly over. But like I said the other day, it will mean you miss out on some players and other clubs will buy them. Like, and you have to be willing to be okay with that. You can't have it both ways. If you want us to get out of this hole, if you want us to be able to sign more players, we have to stop overpaying. That's just the way it is. Money is finite. We don't have a whole lot. Like, it's not like you can just throw down $500,000 every summer. Like, it's just, we just don't do that. So, so we're about ready for kickoff. A couple more minutes here, you guys. I need to replace this chair. This thing is squeaky AF. Timbo is confident that we will get good business. Hopefully, we signed 4 players last summer. I do think when you're starting with 3 as a foundation is realistic for us this summer. Not that I want, but I just think that is what's going to happen. I think two center mids and a left back or a left-sided player. And then I think we will see some sales, and then probably maybe even 1 or 2 more later on in the summer. We still need a backup goalkeeper. We can't sleep on that. Again, left back would not go amiss. It's a cost of the coin for United fans right now and what they want, a left winger or a left back. I think a left back is more important at the moment than a left winger. It is what it is. We have a lot of wingers in the team. We have a lot of players who are playing as a winger. Dorgu, Cunha, Mbumo, Amad, Lacey. I don't think we need wingers personally at the moment. I wouldn't say no if there's a rare opportunity. Like, I do like the look of Somerville. We've spoken about him several times, but I'd rather get a left back locked in first, like a Lewis Hall, Joaquin Sace, Nathaniel Brown, one of these kind of guys. I do think Brown might be going to Bayern, though. Please, nobody throw out Alphonso Davies. I'm not a huge fan of Alphonso Davies or his injury record personally, but it is what it is. Makes me sound bougie. I'm not bougie. I just don't like injury-prone players. But Nuno Mendes kind of put that to bed. I was dead set against Nuno Mendes, and he had a tremendous season for PSG, so it is what it is. You can get over it, but again, the question is, do you want to roll that dice? All right, anybody want to see if we're going to get a mistaken identity or a red card for covering the mouth today? Still can't believe that's a thing. I mean, I just don't get it. And the players know, right? It is weird, though. We were talking about this yesterday. There's a lot of new laws introduced just for the World Cup. So imagine playing your entire career. Like someone like Ronaldo, you've been playing for over 20 years, and all of a sudden, you just get a new set of laws thrown in. Like, you're not going to remember them all right away. It just is what it is. But again, the no covering the mouth thing seems like players should realize that. But Miguel Almiron, I don't care. Never a United player. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Danny says, I feel for Carrick if he's not properly back. I think he will be backed. I think, the transfer window's been open, not even a week now. It is what it is. It wouldn't even be open yet under normal conditions. Like, we've only seen earlier transfer windows this season and last season because of summer competitions, which I don't mind. I think the transfer window should be June, July, and nothing in August, because I'd rather just have the season start clean, no overlap, or at least go from like middle June to mid-August. Like, I want it to stop before the season. I don't like that it's still open during the season, personally. But you get what you got to do. Nagelsmann going for the classic Nagelsmann, huh? And I think people, like we've talked about with Amram, don't get too hung up on formation because the shape will change during the game as well, depending on the situation. Before we kick off, you guys, if you haven't yet done so, please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 4K subs. I would love to get there just ASAP. Maybe we can get there before we officially announce any signings. That would be super. But yeah, if you're watching on X, please consider jumping over and hitting that subscribe button and liking the video on YouTube as well. And then please share if you guys have a second. If you guys have socials, go ahead and share them as well. That would be amazing. Appreciate all the love. It's free, helps the channel grow, makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So if nothing else, just do it for that reason, right? Just not awkward. Don't make it weird. But we'll see. We're about ready to kick off here. So here we go. We are in Toronto. It's a nice looking stadium. Nice shade for the fans up there in the top. I'm dead tired though, man. I did see some cool animals the last couple days while I was hiking. Turkeys, deer, snake, turtles, and stuff. It's fun. All right, we're off here. Early ball into the box here. Uh-oh. Oh, whoo, Havertz with an early shot. Ivory Coast need to wake up a little bit. That ball they're all just kind of standing there. That ball's just bouncing around the box. Early long ball. What do you guys make of everybody taking the PSG route? We've seen it in a handful of games already from the kickoff, just hoofing it long to go out for a deep throw in opposition territory. What do you guys make of that? Everybody just picking that up now. It's nuts, man. It's like when everybody started trying to copy Pep, who really just copied Cruyff, but that's a whole other conversation. Yeah, people can't understand why I'm so tribal and savage all the time when it comes to rivalries. It's because I literally lost my voice when Gabriel missed that pen in the Champions League just because I was laughing. I laughed so hard at Alisson when he made a mistake for Brazil's match against Morocco. That's just the way I am. That's just the way I am. It's Man United first, which means all the classic rivalries, all the deep rivalries go along with that as well. So it is what it is. Yes, Ian, thank you. Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that a lot. Get some water here. Somebody injured already? Is that what I'm hearing? This whole shade, though, in the stadium really makes it hard to see everything down here on the bottom portion of the screen. Neuer just building out. Somebody, Germany, a little injured here. Somebody see what happened? Let me know in chat if you guys saw what happened. So Germany building out here from the back. Another long ball over the top. Finds Sané on the right. Who finds Nemecha. Nemecha kind of getting a little bit of a free roll box to box. It's not typically what he does for Dortmund. He's a little bit more of a physical kind of 6-ish, 8-ish, but he's getting forward a lot this tournament, which I like. I like Nemecha a lot. I did put him in my Casemiro replacement video as one of the experienced options up there with like Morten Hillman and whatnot. Who are they talking about with Chesty? Is that Cassano? Is that what happened? Johan Boni. I liked Johan Boni before he went to Inter. I don't know why he went to Inter when they have so many attackers. Diomande on the ball. That was a dangerous little ball. Germany on the attack. Ooh, it's a late hit. Late hit. Was this the NFL? I'm surprised the ref didn't pull that back there, honestly. You guys are funny. You got some cookies, rainbow push pop. Are you guys talking about ice cream? Are you talking about vapes or something? You guys are funny. Ivory Coast on the ball here. Keeper just kind of standing on a little bit. Germany not really interested in putting any pressure on him. He's probably going to push this wide to Kashanu a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There's a flag. Thank you. Is there a flag on the play? Look, I'm assimilating to the American way of doing sports now. I'm waiting for the coach to throw a flag out here. If I start calling it PKs, you guys can feel free to unsubscribe. It's a corner for Ivory Coast here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they did that. Did they win a corner? That looked like a corner to me. How is that not a corner? It looks like it caught a deflection. Yeah. Showing the replay here for that Diomande chance. He just put a good ball in here. Well done, Ta. What do you guys make of Yan Diomande and Liverpool's massive reported bid for this kid? One season in top flight football, very good player, but again, this comes back to what I'm saying. Like 100 million. Like I get people, he's good, but it's not a position of, to me, high priority, and definitely not a position we need to be throwing 100 million at right now. I don't know if we could afford to do that. I would love to go get Elliot Anderson, but I didn't. I have to reconcile that with the fact that 100 million can go a long way as well. But I do love Elliot Anderson. He's absolutely bossing it. He says Germany are definitely looking to make them play wide. That's exactly like they do every Nagelsmann. Yeah, they're trying to stretch that pitch a little bit. There's not a problem there. Not a problem with that, honestly. Especially with teams that are going to sit a little deep, like the lesser teams. Like, you're going to have to stretch it wide as well, but you do have to move the ball quickly and get it into the area early. Like, Portugal struggled with that the other day. They just didn't get that ball into the box early enough. So why have Ronaldo in there? If that's his job, and he's out of all the players, he's the one you want in the end of that, but you have to put it in a box. Yeah, it's nuts. It's a nuts bid, dude. Danny would prefer Manzambi over Diamande. I do like Manzambi. He's having a really good tournament so far. I did put him in my ones to watch video ahead of this World Cup, so keep that. I still like Bazamana Torre as well. Somerville is very good as well. There's some good players out there, but shouldn't have to spend that much. Again, 40 million, 40, 50 million for a left winger. I'd rather spend that on a left back at the moment, especially one who could come in and start immediately, like Lewis Hall, or Joaquin Seis, or Cariolo. Go get Cariolo, man. David Raum has a really low release clause. We can go get him as well. A little bit back and forth right now. Both teams just trying to see if they can get something from some of these little counterattacks here. Sane putting pressure on the ball. It's just 7th minute. Interesting. I think the capacity of this stadium is only about 40,000, so if that gives you an idea, but you can clearly see it doesn't go all the way around. There's a lot of empty space, especially in the corners. They got to put the big screens up there. We like our big screens in our stadiums here in the U.S., guys. Just so you know. Diamande helping him out. Ooh, what happened there? Is that Kessier? Oh, man, I wish we would have got Kessier, man. If he hadn't gone to the Saudi League, he would have been a perfect midfielder for us. That was just a bad ball. As I say it, of course, commentators curse, right? What a ball from Musiala. Threaded. Oh, if Zane had just looked at that a little better, he could have maybe got on the end of that. He let it run a little too much. Again, it's pretty back and forth so far. I do like these kind of games. Right now, it's just a matter of who's going to show a chink in the armor first when it comes to some of these transitions. Both teams just happy to kind of get it forward and get it in the box real quick. I like that they're giving us the education for the American audience up here. The nicknames for the teams. Oh, boy. Christ now, Alawi. Good young midfielder. I like him a lot. It's a big match for him. Where does he play again? Is it Trabzonspor? I can't remember now. I should know. I did the scouting report on him about 3 months ago. But good midfielder if you've not followed that along. I'm going to have to look it up now where he's playing his football these days. Christ. And now, yep, Trabzonspor. Nailed it. It's almost like I'm good at what I do, right? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I did see that, Danny, and I posted that all the football experts apparently decided to show up on social media last night and take the 10 minutes playing it right back as all they need to know about Ederson. And everyone's saying, why did we sign this guy? And I'm like, you just can't. It's, honestly, like, if it weren't for the channel, I definitely wouldn't have a Twitter account. Like, I have one just for the channel, but, like, you have to really filter through a lot of crap on social media, man, because most of it is just reactionary, knee-jerk nonsense. Oh, well, good save. What is with Havertz? Is he just a full-on striker these days? Because that's the only kind of goals he scores now. That's nuts. That's a good ball in from deep. Was that Kimmich? I think I had him in my fantasy team. I don't know if I still do. I might have him. I might have put him in because it was Raum. No, it was Raum I got rid of because Raum just wasn't starting. But Brown hasn't really seen a whole lot of the ball today, so it is what it is. Schlotterbeck down. I do like Schlotterbeck a lot. He's a good player. I think I put him in my my Leacha replacement video when Leacha picked up that injury early in the season. Yeah, he looked lively, Danny. I think a lot of people were looking at that shot that he put just wide, but I'm like, so just rule out any player who missed a shot ever. Like, I don't, I don't know what he's playing. You just can't. You just can't with some people, man. Some people are just determined to be miserable, and you just gotta let them. You don't get dragged down into it. Don't let it ruin your day. Oh, such a bad touch from Diamande. Too heavy. Ooh, that's a foul. Did he win the ball? Come on. Ian says, you know what it shows about Ederson? His tactical positional flexibility, his good ability, pathetic attempt to undermine him. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing new for us. We saw the media doing this. BBC did this when we signed Cunha. They immediately put up walking stats for Cunha, and he hadn't even kicked the ball. He never even been announced yet, and they're like, how much he walked, and I'm like, and then he came through and he banged in 10 goals, and he got a brace. Yeah, he's arguably Brazil's best player so far in this tournament, and they're like this is the thing. Just take off. Just don't listen to the media, man. It's ridiculous. And some of the media are so spineless. They're so wishy-washy. They just back and forth. How many of the media started sucking us off now that we had a good season because they just want to get on the bandwagon? Good. That's such a good ball from Diamande. Ooh. Is that Kasunu coming in late with that? Man. I loved Kasunu so much before. Didn't he go to the Saudi League or something? Where is this guy? Because I scouted him when he was at... where was he at? Leipzig when I scouted him? He's such a good defender, man. So he went to Atalanta. That's right. Yeah, and he was at Leverkusen. That's where he was. That's right. He's such a good defender. Germany on the ball again, building up again. It's just quick transitions from both sides right now, which I'm happy about. This is an exciting game to watch so far. Sane cutting in. I don't know where you guys at. I'm at 12 minutes 19 seconds at the moment. So, but you got to remember too that there's a delay from YouTube, from when I'm speaking to when you guys see it. There is a bit of a delay, so keep that in mind. 100 of you guys watching, I would appreciate it if I went and saw 100 likes and 100 new subscribers if there are new of you. Some of you have been here for a while, but yeah, please hit that like button and subscribe, you guys. We are on the road to 4K. I appreciate everybody just doing their part. Again, it's no pressure, but it does help the channel. It does help us grow. It does help us increase the UVE community. And it does, like I said, makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. So I appreciate everybody taking a moment to hit that like button and subscribe. You guys are just a little bit behind me. That's it. I'm watching it on Fox 1. So Diamande, oh, this is a couple of bad touches from this kid. How old is this guy? 18, 19? It's a lot of pressure. I mean, to be 18, 19 in a World Cup after, looks like Schlotterbeck is done here. Who did Germany have at the back here? This is the danger with guys like Schlotterbeck. We saw this with Eric Bailly as well, is when you are such an aggressive defender and you go in so hard. You got Rudiger, Thiaw. I would put Thiaw on right now. Rudiger would be a good shout too, but when you're such an aggressive defender and you go in hard on these tackles, you are going to run the risk of hurting yourself. Eric Bailly spent a lot of time injured because of it, man. Big up, Ian. Appreciate that, my guy. Just like knee on knee. Thankfully, Amad didn't pick up anything. Jeez. People wonder why I'm not a super big fan of World Cup. The same reason I'm not a big fan of the Olympics or preseason friendlies or mid-season friendlies is I only look at them and see injury risk And this issue right now with Schlotterbeck is exactly why. How many players have we seen go off injured already? Livramento picked up injured before the World Cup even started. Like, just can't do it, man. Just can't. You're not wrong, Mirror Danny. It's not great coverage. Now you're learning. You're learning. Yeah, Fox is just, they're not great. It's just a squeezing a commercial in. Plus, I'm glad that Lexi Lawless hasn't been on here quite a bit because that guy just doesn't know what he's doing. But not as bad as Landon Donovan. Landon Donovan has not a clue what he's doing. Big shout getting Seedorf on commentary though. That's big up there. But like I can't take it seriously when I'm watching commentary and you've got Thierry Henry, you've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic, then you've got Alexi Lalas. Like it's just one of these things is not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong. And I'm like, well, get the ginger out of here. He does not belong with these two. It's like Zlatan, league like Serie A winner. This one, Swedish player, 14 years. Thierry Henry, leagues. Alexi Lalas, he did something with MLS at one point in time. He had one of the best beards in football, if you've ever seen that. So I guess there's that as well. Looked like a dwarf from Lord of the Rings. I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just like, it just does not make sense. To think some players must be tired. I mean, it's a beautiful day. It's not hot. It's literally 72, 73 degrees in Toronto, which is nothing. I don't see the need for hydration breaks, honestly. We all knew, though, that the hydration breaks were just going to be a money grab. And like Sanchit, big up Sanchit, posted in the WhatsApp group earlier that Fox is making 750 grand per hydration break right now. So they're literally making 1.5 million just from hydration break commercials alone, which is absolutely insane. And yet they still want to charge so much for this World Cup. Like, just share some of that and don't freaking do it, man. I just don't get it, dude. Ooh, that was a good little ball. Then he says, saw him last week, must have something on Fox. Well, he wasn't on there this past couple of days because he was off doing the U.S. game. So we got to just see Henry and Zlatan without having to deal with Lawless in there as well. Zlatan did kind of rip him a new one the other day, though, after talking about, I think it was the Portugal or France game, that maybe that was just enough for him to not want to come back. Pick up his ball and go home, man. It's nuts. No, I get why they do it for everybody. I just don't think they're necessary to begin. What a strike! Woo! Was that Musiala? Ivory Coast need to wake up a little bit. They're a little too passive defensively. Like, where's Sangari been this whole time? He's not doing anything. This is your defensive mid, and he's just jogging back to get involved. It's too passive. You can't just rely on numbers behind the ball. You have to actually defend. It's a verb. It's not just a title. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I know some people have been watching Telemundo just because they don't want to listen. I mean, you can just mute it. You don't have to listen to it. You can just make up your own and just pretend, or you could just get two little like puppets and just make them talk. And, oh, what do you think, Lexi? What do you think, Landon? I don't know. Let me look. Let me ask my toupee what my toupee thinks. Sorry. Yeah, I posted it. I can share it in the WhatsApp group as well if you guys want me to. I don't know if you're in the WhatsApp group, Danny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. There's some funny World Cup stuff out here right now. Ooh, well, good defending. Is that Sangari? That's a foul. How's that not a foul? Interesting. What do you got? Like, the refs are letting a lot of stuff go, which is interesting. I know McTominay was flopping around like a fish out of water the other day trying to get calls left and right, and that just didn't work out. Scotland were kind of... I thought, like, if you squinted real hard, it almost looked like Morocco were playing a La Liga side when they played Scotland. You know, Scotland were happy to go to ground all the time to try to get a little bit of something. Oh, good ball. Is that Brown? It's too heavy. Such a heavy ball. Ouch. What happened to Kai Havertz, man? He was garbage at Chelsea, kind of garbage at Arsenal for a hot second, a lot of injuries, and then he just turned into this Timu version of Shesko, just hoof it in the box and let him get on the end of something, huh? Um, so basically, what happened is Alexi was talking about. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was either Spain or Portugal or France, one of those big teams. And he called them like it might have been France because he called them arrogance. Like the way they were playing was arrogant. And Zlatan said like, "Well, I mean, it's arrogant if you don't know what you're talking about. To look like confident to me." And I was just like, "Oh shit." He also did maybe he did say "full kit wanker" on Fox, which I don't think he knows what wanker means. But Rebecca, I think Rebecca Lowe thought he said something else. But hilarious, man. Ian celebrating 5 months of membership. Big up, Ian. You get one of these, my guy. Get involved in the channel, guys. Not just emojis and badges, but content, you guys. This that was close. The Mecha didn't he score the other day too? He's on one. Um, Yeah, membership's the best way to get involved in the content. You guys can get involved in scouting reports, suggestions. You can make suggestions for episodes of What If you guys aren't familiar with those, go and watch that playlist. It's fictional, but it's fun to go back and look at some of the history that's happened at the club and what might have been. We do have the WhatsApp group as well, so best way to get involved in the content is in membership. And legends get early access to exclusive videos as well, so try to give you back as much as I can, show my appreciation, but it does help the channel, you guys, every little bit. Corner for Germany. Woo! Oh no, that was like a foul. Keeper had it in his hand, and Pavlovic basically just barged into him. They're gonna look at this, but this I gotta see if he had this under control. Let's watch this again. Ball's in. I mean, he hits he collides with the keeper before he collides with the ball. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it wasn't his hands, and the ball only goes in because he hits the keeper. So yeah, it's definitely a foul. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. You got to be stronger though as a keeper, man. I mean, the keeper needs to come out and do it, but it's definitely a foul. He doesn't get anything on the ball. Keeper's got the ball in his hands, and then he just basically collides with him and knocks it out of his hands. But you've got to be stronger as a keeper. Yeah, you can't do that. But what are you gonna do? Got to be stronger though too as well. I think keepers definitely got to be stronger, but it is a foul. But what are you gonna do? So what happened? Is the keeper just milking this now? So what's happening now? Some of the Ivory Coast players are going to get watered while the keeper's down, but the referee says no because he hasn't officially called the hydration break. You're just going to call it in 2 seconds anyway. Just call it now while the keeper's getting help. If the keeper kicks this and he calls for a hydration break, that's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. It is like some of the refereeing is a little questionable at times, but I just don't see the point. Like just use common sense sometimes. Doesn't make any sense to me. All right, kicking off here. I mean, they're going to call it in 2 seconds. Kick. So next time this goes out of play, probably just go ahead and give a break. You shouldn't let the Ivory Coast players go get one if they already snuck one. You should be like, no, you guys got to stay in the center of the pitch. They should, and we were talking about this the other night for the hydration break. I feel like the players should not be allowed to go to the touch, and then the water should come out to them on the pitch. Everybody go stand in the circle, and everyone gets your water, because it's just a tactical little break for as well for both sides. Germany on the ball here. Schlotterbeck driving forward. He's checking back. Jonathan Tah over to Kimmich. It's kind of like a back three, but it's also not at the same time because Kimmich, he's playing right back, but he's a midfielder. He's kind of playing a little bit of a hybrid. He's playing the Philip Lahm role these days, Kimmich. German like they like that for some reason. I don't know what it is. Ball's not going out of play. Germany are on the ascendancy. They don't want to take a break. They want to keep this going. They want to keep this momentum up. Oh, that was such a weak pass. All right, and there's the hydration break. All right, let me get checked in with the chat here. Ian coming in like an absolute legend, gifting a United vs. Everybody membership. Big. Thank you, Ian. Absolute legend. Also, it exposes the lurkers. Who got one of those? Katu, big up Katu. Thank you, Ian, for doing that. Absolute legend, man. So if you guys aren't familiar with Ian, RK Bricks, he has been on the channel regularly in the last few months with Dylan as well, as we are doing a lot of content and things. He's a big part of Relegation Players video. Obviously, he's jumped on for some kickabouts, some match previews and whatnot, and then our 225 million pound rebuild video as well. We played a part in that, so big up Ian. What is the Minions? Is Minions still a thing? That's insane. I think I've only seen one of these movies with Minions in it, and that's it. It's just, it is what it is. But this hydration break is a long time. We've seen like 4 commercials already. This is ridiculous. Yeah, yep. Let me just get caught up here on see where we're at with subs. We are on the road to 4K. Like I said, we are super close. We're just like 100 shy. So keep it up, you guys. Keep hitting the like button. Keep sharing. Keep subscribing. We are cruising. We are well on the way. Can't do it without your help, though. Ian, I haven't even looked at that. There are so many polls up there. Obviously, we're trying to do a 25-26 season award show. I put a lot of polls, and I want you guys to get involved in that as well. Leave your picks for like goal of the season. Haven't seen a lot of suggestions, so I just might go ahead and pick 4 goals, 4 Bruno assists, 4 matches, and just pick them for you guys, and then have you guys vote that way. So pretty much gonna have to do that, but we'll try to do that relatively soon. The World Cup's obviously throwing a spanner in the works because I do go and watch these games with people a lot, so it's hard to always get time. And then we were going to do one the other day, but then it was England-Croatia, so I was like, I selfishly want to watch that. But I don't know. You have to go check out. I just don't know off the top of my head. But we'll see. Probably me, because I was the best, but it is what it is. I honestly don't know. It's a nice-looking stadium. It's surprising. Like, it's funny. Like, this stadium only holds about 30-some-odd thousand less than Old Trafford, and it doesn't look it looking at it, but when you wrap the whole stadium, like the whole seating around, and it adds a lot of seats. So who do we think? Any early predictions for how this one could look? Who's looked better on some of these transitions? Who do you guys think? Germany looked like the better side, the more kind of composed. Is that Samuel Eto'o? They look like the more composed side, but Ivory Coast look a little bit more lively on the attack in terms of just getting that ball forward, getting a little more aggressive in that final third. So we're ready to kick off again from this hydration break, this freaking like 4-minute hydration break, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's probably like 2, but it's annoying. We're adding like 15 minutes to each one of these matches because of the hydration breaks, right? Like, because they're adding, it's like 7-8 minutes of stoppage in both halves now. It's ridiculous. Rudiger probably coming on for Schlotterbeck. Don't want to risk him, looks like, towards the second half. Ian says, Germany looked the better team all around, says Ian. Definitely more dangerous, but the Ivory Coast have dangerous on the break. Yeah, basically. Basically what I said. You could, like, Germany look like a side who have been in big World Cup competitions multiple times. Obviously, they won it 12 years ago. Had a bit of a struggle after that under Yogi Löw, but I'm surprised to see Nagelsmann come in as well. Hansi Flick was obviously in charge for a couple of years. It's just interesting to see Nagelsmann and Tuchel and Pochettino and Ancelotti even coaching these international teams. Maybe not Ancelotti as much. Like what's Antonio Conte going to do? Is he going to go back to Italy? Did he already go back to Italy? Diamande just driving, but now look at that. What a ball. Go on, Amad. It's 1-0. Frank Kessié. Assist from Amad, technically. Is it technically an assist from Amad? That's 1-0. Again, what did I just say? A quick transition, aggressive, direct, ball into the box, causing problems. Ahmad just couldn't sort his feet out. I thought that was going to Ahmad. That would have been amazing. But Kessier, I think he's the captain as well. Well done. Well done. Game on, says Tim. Yes, it is game on. The Germans need to come out and do something. Did this come back off Ahmad? Does he technically get an assist for this? No, he doesn't. Oh, I just couldn't sort his feet out there. Just the ball just was kind of stuck. Well done. Oh, Ahmad, he wasn't expecting that to get in there. You got to anticipate and just put your foot in there, man. Open the body, put your foot up. Man, I wish we could have got Kessier from Barcelona instead of him going to the Saudi league, man. That's such a wasted talent, man. Same with Ruben Neves. Man, if we could have got Ruben Neves and someone like Kessier in midfield 3 years ago or so when they went over to the Saudi league, that would have been amazing. All right, it's 1-0 Ivory Coast over Germany. Direct from Yan Diomande, ball into the box. Falls to Ahmad, couldn't quite sort his feet out. Thankfully, Frank Kessier is there to slide home the rebound. 1-0. 31st minute, I'm at 30:45 at the second here. So, Rudiger warming up here. Probably, if there's even a question mark over Schlotterbeck's fitness, just take him off. It could be a long tournament. You don't want to risk it. You got Rudiger, you've got Anton, you've got Malik Thiaw as well. Like, there's plenty of opportunities here for Schlotterbeck to heal up, especially. I mean, now Germany have to do something, so now it's a question. I mean, I think Schlotterbeck is better on the ball, especially what we've seen. Germany are trying to maybe get that ball forward, but let's see. Yeah, I think Kessier would have been amazing. I really liked Kessier a lot. Ruben Neves, Kessier, could have been a nice little powerhouse combination. All right, Ivory Coast on the attack. Ball's out wide left. Yan Diomande. Ulawi. Crisano. Wide to Ahmad. Take him on, Ahmad. Take him on. Trying to take on the whole world, man. Sane just opts to play back to the keeper. Keep it safe. Don't have a problem with that. Apparently, the Ivory Coast are undefeated in this World Cup when scoring first. They've only played two games so far. Diomande versus Kimmich. They'll know each other well from this past season in Bundesliga. Yeah, it is. Rudiger is very good. That was probably one of the best pieces of business Real Madrid have done in the last decade, was getting Antonio Rudiger on a free, because he has been one of their best defenders since Sergio Ramos left and Pepe left. He's a very good defender. I definitely would have gone for him too for United. I think he was very good at Chelsea. Leader. He plays a bit on the edge, which I like from a defender. Like, people hate on Marcus Rojo, but I like that in a defender sometimes. I think you need a defender like that. So it's Ivory Coast top of the group. Germany are second at the moment. Ecuador, Curacao just not doing anything. So if this holds, obviously Ivory Coast will go through, leading the group. I don't know what the iterations are, what these teams are going to play. I looked at it yesterday for the U.S. They could play the third place team in one of 6 groups, so it's really weird. If I looked at my bracket a little more carefully, I probably had a better idea, but bracket is a set it and forget it kind of thing, which I'm all about. Mark Clattenburg getting involved here. It's a bit too overcooked there for Ahmad. He's quick, he ain't that quick. So Germany now are going and trying to chase this ball in midfield, which is leaving them a little more exposed. I'd like to see Ivory Coast maybe exploit that a little bit, maybe get someone a little further forward in central positions, maybe allow Ahmad to drift in century a little bit, play that 10 role he played at Sunderland for a hot second. Man, bad allergies today. It's what happens when I go hiking during allergy season 2 days in a row. Itchy throat, itchy eyes. It's cool. See animals. Saw a lot of turkeys yesterday, a lot of deer as well, which is fun. It's nice to get out, even if it makes me miserable. Another deep ball. Germany just trying to hit these little mid diagonals. Seems like Germany's tactic is just to push forward with the center backs and just have them hoof it into the box. We've seen that from Schlotterbeck several times now. He's very good on the ball, Schlotterbeck. He's a bit like Lisandro Martinez in that regard. And I mean, the way he plays, he's basically just a tall Lisandro Martinez Schlotterbeck. But Germany needed to do something here. Kimmich on the ball, Pavlovic, a couple Bayern players represented here, and then Florian Wirtz. So there's that. That was such a bad ball from Pavlovic. Telegraphed that. Keeper got to talk to him. Come on, get that. Go on, Amad. Go on, Amad. Go on, Amad. So this is what I don't get why people don't like Amad. He's like one of the few players on their team who goes and gets stuck in, man. And he's small. He's an attacker, but he will get stuck. How many goals have we scored because he just goes and puts pressure on people, man? The FA Cup quarterfinal against Liverpool is an example. We scored a couple goals of him just going and pressing the ball and winning it. Because people don't expect it from an attacker. They don't expect it from Amad. It's handball. That's a little ridiculous handball. 36 minutes and change here. What we got tonight? Tunisia versus Japan at midnight. Not doing that. Will not be staying up to do that either. I am not watching the game at midnight. I'm not even up for these 9 p.m. matches, man. I'm freaking dead by then. I mean, I wake up at 5 every day. It's not happening. So it's Ecuador, Curacao tonight. Probably won't be watching that. Tomorrow, nothing really tomorrow that I'm super interested in. Monday, we've got some decent ones. I do want to watch Norway, Senegal. That could be good. Argentina, Austria could be good too. But we'll see. I don't fancy late night anything, man. Late night for me is like 9:30. I'm old. I get up super early. I do a lot during the day. I am exhausted by the time 9 p.m. rolls around, 9:30. I'm usually in bed reading for another 45 minutes or so, and then I'm just done. Ooh, Bonnie. Got to get up pretty early in the morning to put one past Manuel Neuer. The guy's been doing it for a bit of time. Once again, Germany just trying to build. It's just been back and forth. Like I said earlier, it was going to be who could find the chink in the armor first, and it was Ivory Coast. Thankfully, the game hasn't changed a ton since. Well done, Amad. Just not having it today. And then nearly giving it away. You got to get your head up, dude. Mecha playing for a foul. It's not. Is that not? Oh, that wasn't the Mecha. Who was that? Oh, was that Moose? That wasn't. Who was that? It was Brown. That looked like a foul. Yeah, it looked like a foul. What happened here? Let's see. Yeah, they've been a little sloppy here in the last couple seconds here, Ivory Coast, with some of these passes. They're just not really paying attention to where they're putting them, and it's just sloppy, putting themselves in some really dangerous positions. I mean, it is a foul. He trips him. I mean, he sticks his foot out to trip him. It's definitely a foul. But, like, just blow the whistle. I don't get why they wait. Just blow the whistle. Yeah, these refs, like, I don't like that sometimes the refs just wait for VAR, and I don't like that VAR is just kind of re-refereeing things sometimes. What a good touch from the Mecha there. Ivory Coast just trying to frustrate Germany here. 5 minutes left before halftime. Musiala definitely the outlet in those central positions, but yeah, it was definitely a foul. I mean, and he looks right at the ref after to make sure to. It is what it is. So Germany had a free kick. It was a really good delivery early on from around this same area from Kimmich early. We'll see if he puts it and tries to find a Havertz here in the box. Schlotterbeck, Havertz, Taw at the back post. A couple of tall players with some good hops, as we say in the States. What that? Nobody could. Yeah, I don't know how you jump and just completely miss that ball. What a touch from Amad. What a touch to bring that down. Oh, Amad, you've got to make that decision quicker. Just go. Just freaking take it at him, man. Beautiful touch and then just poor decision making from Amad there, man. It's just what it is. You can't get it all right all the time, I guess. That's a like corner, huh? Has a heavy touch from Wirtz. Amad. We saw it the other day. Who was it? Who was playing yesterday? Was it the England game? Like, no, it was the U.S. game. We were getting the ball wide to our attackers and then just stopping. Like, instead of taking on the defenders, we just stop and then just play it back. I just don't get it. So it's just burn them. Put that ball into space, get your head down, and just get into space. Ahmad should have done that there. Clear the ball. There you go. That's all you have to do. Who cares if it goes out for a throw-in? Just get rid of it. That's another thing it does my head in, man. England have been doing this the whole time, man. Their last tournament, like their last match, like trying to walk that ball out of defense, even under pressure in a situation like that. Just hoof it and deal with it later. I just don't get it. Ooh, a slip from Cusano. Well done. Well done from Malawi. I told you guys, man, he's so good. He's so good. I need to go back and rewatch that scouting report I did on him. Such a good little player. Yeah, as far as just receiving the ball in those central areas and just driving it into the box, Musiala is one of the best there are right now. He's very good. What like Kvaratskhelia and like what Elise or Yamal do on the wings, Musiala does in that central space, man. It's nuts. Some good midfielders on show, like, and some young ones too. Obviously, Diamande, Ahmad, their first World Cup. Christ and now Alawi is his first, and he's very young still. He's a teenager, plays for Trabzonspor. Like, young players being handed this kind of responsibility. I mean, that shirt can get heavy in some cases, but they're taking it, and they all look very good so far. I mean, obviously, Ahmad's playing at a high level. Diamande's playing at a high level. Ivory Coast just need to manage the next couple minutes well. Just keep control of that ball. Don't hoof it and hope to win a header. Ahmad's not winning a header like against someone like Schlotterbeck. Just keep it on the ground and kill some minutes here going into halftime. It's game management, man. So Germany, who did Germany have next then? Who else is in this group? Because they've got to really hope they win that one or else their World Cups is over. They play Ecuador next. So it should be a win for Ecuador, but Ecuador just need to park the bus and just, if you're out of the World Cup, you just need to make sure someone goes with you at that point. He's offside. Yeah, yes, I mean, Sane's, what is he, 30, 31 now? I mean, it is what it is. What a good little touch from the Mecha there. Wow. Kid's got heckers for such a big guy, man. That's nuts. Yeah, I'll take Nemecha. I definitely take Nemecha at United. Experienced leader, good on the ball. Just do it. Boot it. There's heavy touches everywhere, man. Just boot it. Ian says the Ivory Coast obviously watch highlights of the last German game. They are not giving them any time. Yeah, when you've got a midfield, you've got Sangare, you've got Ilawi, you've got Kessier in there. Yeah, that the aim clearly is to disrupt, to win that midfield battle from a physical standpoint. And just get it wide and then get it in the box. I'd like to see Bonnie involved a little bit more. He had that shot, and that's about it. But so far, the ball's going to the wide players, and they're opting to cut inside. We saw this at United when we used inverted wingers. You know, the strikers just aren't getting a whole lot of chances because the wingers want to cut inside. See, that's all you got to do. Just hoof it. 7 minutes of added time. Like, this is nuts, man. This is nuts. I mean, I get the Slaughterback situation, but, like, a lot of this is because of the hydration break. It's absolutely nuts, man. Danny says 100%. Yeah, Nemecha does have a bit of a shot on him, doesn't he? He has a little bit of a rocket. It's corner to Germany here. Ian says, not regards to attitude, but regards to the way he dribbles and moves through the midfield with the ball. Nemecha, Ragme, Pop. Yeah, he's just comfortable on that ball in midfield. He's got a little bit of Techers, a little bit of, like, Xerxes a little bit with the way the big guy dribbles. But, again, it's good. It's good. He's a good player. Like I said, I did put him in my Casemiro replacement video as part of that Hillman, Ederson kind of bracket of experienced players. It looked offside from Havertz. Another one from Mecha. He's got almost got a little bit of that Casemiro, Tony Cruz. Like, if there's an opportunity to shoot from outside the box, I'm just going to do it. Look at Singo. Singo is a center back too, and he's just driving this ball forward. Mecha's got that low sock energy too, you guys. You know how I feel about low sock energy, unless it's Jack Grealish. And then if you're Jack Grealish, then just fuck off. But you know, I do like the low sock energy. Kimmich pulling the strings. Havertz on the ball. Havertz having to drop a little deep to contribute in this build-up here. It's kind of disrupting. Pavlovic and Havertz kind of swapping places a little bit here in this attack. Germany looking to kind of shake things up a little bit in these last couple minutes, try to confuse the Ivory Coast a little bit. Musiala, man, that ball just sticks to him. It's not a foul. Get up. Okay, get up. You can't. You got to stamp that out of your game. Like, I don't like to see young players doing that. He didn't. So he falls and then he hops again. That's not a foul. Get up. Musiala is going to develop a bit of a reputation if he keeps that up. Germany really trying here to get something in these last couple minutes. Ivory Coast just need to ease the pressure. They well done. Pass it back to the keeper. Ease the pressure off a little bit. Ian wants to know what we could think Nemecha would cost. I don't know. I think we've obviously been linked to him, but I mean, that's not saying anything. We're linked to literally everybody. They're seeing. Look at that. Bonnie on the ball now. That's what I wanted to see him get a little. That's a corner. Get Bonnie on the ball, man. Get it to the striker. I don't know what the price would be for Nemecha. I know we were linked to him a couple times. I can't remember any like reliable sources. Freaking Autospell is having a nightmare right now trying to type Nemecha. He would probably be expensive. Probably looking at 50, 60-ish million, I would imagine. But yeah, 50, so yeah, like I said, 50, 60 million-ish. Which is not a bad price, honestly. What is he, 25, 26 now? Ticks a box we need ticked. Champions League experience, big club experience, if you want to call Dortmund a big club. I mean, they're big, but I mean, it's not a big league. It's a joke of a league, honestly. But I do like him, though. He is very good. I I think he's a player to me who would come in and looks like he would not necessarily instantly, but it looks like he could play in the Premier League without too much trouble, if that makes sense. He's got physicality, he's got hustle, he's got that attitude, that mentality. I think he could handle the Prem. Ivory Coast just having their way with Germany right now, man. Just little triangles in these wide areas, just playing a little Carrick ball. Oh, Diamante should have just shot that. Should have just shot it, man. Diamante's kind of running Kimmich ragged out here. Who else does Germany have on the wings besides Sane? I'm trying to think now. It's not handball. You're not going to get a handball call for that. What are you doing? Germany kind of playing like a bunch of little bitches right now. Havertz on the ball. Go on, Ahmad. Ahmad is such a firecracker, man. Oh, Ahmad just literally putting everyone to shame right now, man. Musiala is just getting bullied, man. I'm here for it. I love Ahmad. I can't stay. I don't understand why people just don't rate Ahmad just because again, he played half a season as a rotation option, half a season as a wingback. I mean, he got buckets of goals last season, and we saw what happened this season with Ruben Amorim anyway, man. It's ridiculous. Mecha causing all sorts of problems in that final third, getting a little advanced. Get your head up and pass it to Ahmad. What are you doing? Ahmad was in acres of space. All he'd do is get his head up and just feed it to him. We're about ready to hear the whistle here going into halftime, you guys. Sane driving into the box. What a ball. What a ball from Nemecha again, dude. Nemecha is just all sorts of techers in that final third, man. He is just little back. He loves a little back heel, man. That's nuts. He's playing like a little great. He's just getting stuck in, man, and I'm here for it. How many little back heel flicks has that been from Nemecha so far, man? I think that's halftime. That is halftime. I'm going to mute this so I don't have to listen to it. Where you at? There you are. Boom. Oh, Florian Worthless. What are you doing out here? 100 million pounds. Worth every penny. If you want to, I mean, banter-wise, it's worth every single penny, right? I mean, that's definitely get my money's worth out of the banter there. But it is what it is. You take the rough with the smooth. Danny wants to know how the Mets' defensive numbers were last season. Well, I will check and see where we are at. Maybe I'll put it on the screen for y'all real quick. Let me close this other screen off because I don't need this one anymore. While we are chilling, we can go ahead and put the Mets' numbers real quick. Hold up. Nemecha 25-26 Dortmund. All right, I'll put this up live for y'all since we're doing this. But guys, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are at halftime right now. Ivory Coast are ahead against Germany 1-0. I'm gonna go ahead and put up Nemecha's numbers real quick here. So let me put these up for y'all. I need to go exit this out. I need to just pay. I mean, I don't want to pay 10 pounds a month for this, but so yeah, he wins a lot of duels. He makes a lot of key passes and very, very good at carrying that ball as we're seeing. So maybe a little bit more box to box than an out and out defensive force. But you could see he does have physicality, but he definitely looks a little more comfortable when he's Crash Bandicoot settings, when he's just running forward, when he's involved in that final third. Probably a little bit more Cobby than Casemiro, if I had to guess right now. But these are his numbers from the last season in terms of just where he stands percentile-wise. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ian will be back second half. Big up, Ian. I do like that. Compare him with Sangare. I can compare him with Sangare. Hold up. I could do this live. Mamadou Sangare. Oops, I hit the computer. All right, so obviously Sangare, definitely more of a defensive-minded midfielder. Sangare is definitely more of a Casemiro, maybe a little bit more of a Mateus Fernandez as well, where he is going to have a good combination of winning the ball, but then also getting it forward. Maybe not as much of the ball carrier as Nemecha, but we do have Kabi for that. So I probably still would go for Mamadou Sangare if I had to choose between him and Nemecha. Just because you guys know how much I've been following Sangare since for over a year now. When he's still at Rapid Vienna, but yeah. So in terms of carrying the ball, what the heck? I hate pop-ups. In terms of carrying the ball, Nemecha's definitely got to beat, but I think that we do have players that can carry the ball, so maybe not as big of a priority. I think the way Carrick plays too, since we do sit a little more compact, a little deeper, a little bit more on the back foot, I think Sangare maybe lends his natural traits to that a little bit more, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do think that would be a better complementary pairing in a pivot, Sangare and Mainu. Personally, I think Ederson will work really well with Mainu as well. I would like someone else who is very similar to Mainu. I do think we need someone, maybe a deep lying playmaker, because Mainu is a little bit. He's going to drop deep. He's going to drive forward with the ball at his feet. Maybe not going to drop deep and quarterback, if that makes sense. I would like someone who maybe can do some of that. Maybe like bring in someone like Thwaites or like Stiller or Adam Wharton, that kind of profile. I think I would like to see come in and rotate a little bit more with Kabi Manu as well. I do have a player, Danny, that I will be doing a scouting report on in my next scouting report. Another player at Nordjylland, who is that very good ball progression, very good defensive numbers midfield. So that's about as much of a spoiler as you can get there. And it's not Urenki either. It's another Nordjylland. Guys, go watch the Danish Superliga. Go watch the Belgian League sometime. You guys will get hooked up with a lot of really, really... Chicharito, welcome back, bud. Sorry, I just interrupted myself, but I love Chicharito, man. He's such an underrated little guy for us. Then he says, Sangare moves to another club. I would be sick for a week. Honestly, I'm surprised that we're not more seriously linked to him. I mean, Vivell has been following him for 5-6 years since he was playing at that academy in Africa. Go watch my Mamadou Sangare video if you guys haven't watched it yet. I break down every little bit about him, how he compares to other midfielders we've been linked with, how he compares to Casemiro, the history, profile, all that stuff. Go watch that video if you guys haven't yet. Very, very good player. Yeah, damn. You probably can guess who it is, but he's very, very good young midfielder. I think he would be an excellent player to come in and get him. There's a lot of young midfielders that I wouldn't mind scooping up and just getting them before other people do. Guys like De Cat is one. Jordi Mokio will be another one at Ajax. Sean Stewart at Ajax as well is another one that you want to get them, I think, now. Even if you just loan them out or loan them back to their parent clubs. Don't have a problem with that. That's what I wish we would have done with Nippon. People forget City still have Sphere Nippon. Ian will be very unhappy if he goes to another club. I think Sangare, Ederson, and another midfielder would be excellent business. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Not at all. So we are at halftime. Score is 1-0 to the Ivory Coast. It's been back and forth, so it's very good. Both teams really looking to just go on the transition. Germany looking a little bit more, early on, up until about the last 10 minutes, Germany looking to hoof the ball forward and find Havertz in the box, maybe win a second ball. And then they later on started trying to work it through the center of the pitch, maybe try to play a little bit more 1-2s in and around the box to maybe just confuse Ivory Coast. And nearly came off a couple times. They're doing some really good little 1-2s, really good movement. But Amad getting stuck in, again, tapping into his right wing back days under Amarim and just getting stuck in off the ball, winning that ball. Nearly had himself a goal, couldn't sort his feet out. Ball rebounded, came to Frank Cassier, who put it away. Jan Demande giving Kimmich an absolute nightmare of a time. You know what it reminds me of is when we played that friendly against Sporting, and a certain young Portuguese winger was given John O'Shea an absolute torrid time in that friendly. And the rest is history, as they say. But really good so far from both sides. I think Germany we'll see if Schlotterbeck comes back out for the second half. I doubt it. I don't think you want to risk it personally. This is why I don't why I People, I don't understand. People don't understand why I'm united before World Cup. Like, I just am. I'm united before most anything. I don't care about the Olympics. I don't care about preseason friendlies. I don't care about the World Cup as much as I do about United. And so, I want Bruno in the next match to break the assist record, to lose the game, and I want him to come back to Carrington. I want Amad to come back to Carrington. I want everyone back at Carrington immediately. Like, that's all I care about. Everyone needs to lose. Like, go let Tunisia win this or something and just let all my players come back to Carrington. I don't care if they win a World Cup. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for United. It does not matter. Let them get knocked out and let them come back. Ian says Skyport saying Spurs have had an 80 million bid for Tonali rejected by Newcastle. Yeah, I mean they're never gonna. I mean I'm not paying 80 million for a whole lot of midfielders unless it was like Vitinha, who I like. That's what I mean when I say deep lying playmaker, like Vitinha level. Like otherwise, I'm not doing it. Um, Ian says club before country is just the way it is. United before any team. Yeah, I'm not a Portuguese fan. I'm not a French fan. I'm not a Spanish fan. I mean England. I'm just not. Even if we had a U.S. player. I'd care less about that U.S. player, that even if he's a United player doing well in the World Cup, that them doing well about at United. Because what does it matter if they win the World Cup? It does not matter. It's United before anything else. So it is what it is, man. People have a problem with it. They have a problem with it. It is what it is. Halftime is fun. Let me get some water here, you guys. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, I know I keep spamming it, but while we've got a break, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you're watching on X, do me a favor. You can keep watching on X, but maybe just take a second. Click the link. Come over to YouTube. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share it if you are on X too. Appreciate that as well. Let's get this community growing. We are on the road to 4K. We are just 100 or so shy from getting 4K. I would love to get there ASAP. With your help, we can do it. You guys check the memberships too while we've got a little bit of time here. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about with memberships, the best way to get involved in the content on the channel, you can get involved in scouting reports, what if episodes. We've got a WhatsApp group as well. All sorts of ways to give back to you guys as well. And then if you want to do a little shopping, you can click a couple of the sample products below your video player. We do have an online store, United vs. Everybody online store, where you can get little beauties like this King Cantona shirt, the King of Tridents, as I call it. You can get mugs, you can get hats. There's kids' clothes on there, women's stuff, socks. Even if you want to get your keep the red flag flying high socks to wear next time you're out and about. Loads of stuff in there, you guys. Go check them out. I appreciate that, everyone. So there it is. Shameless plug, done and dusted. I have to. If you guys aren't doing something like this, and if you're doing something like this and you're not promoting yourself, why do it then if you're not putting yourself in the best position? So it is what it is. New designs in the UVE store though too. I did just order one for myself with the 30% off. And I got a little something else in the mail today too. It was a nice little pleasant surprise that I will show you guys in the next video. A little sneak peek at what United might be wearing next season. So go check that out as well. Don't forget too, the winner of the World Cup Fantasy League for the channel does get a brand new 26-27 Manchester United home shirt delivered from the United store to your front door. I did break my rule for this. I will go through the Manchester United store direct instead of trying to go someplace else for it. So keep that in mind. I'm definitely not going to win, but I think Rob is pretty high up there. There's some people I don't know, so I do want you to make sure you guys are subscribed if you're doing it, though. You got to be subscribed because I do want to make sure we're giving back to the people who are supporting the community as well. But pretty good little community going on here. I appreciate that. Everyone getting involved. Ian says it's crazy that you can watch on X but not drop a like or subscribe. I mean, you can like the post on X, right? And you can share that too, but that's pretty much all I can do. X is pretty limited these days, other than just people using Grok for everything, which I don't know why it's called Grok. But Ian coming in again, absolute legend. Ian's wife's gonna hate me. Gifting a membership, man. Appreciate that. Absolute legend. Who's in there? Moses, big up Moses Mbemba. He's been gifted a membership. Top man Ian, as Danny says. Yes, absolute legend. Yes, hit that like button, subscribe, you guys. Appreciate that. We have a pretty tight-knit community. We're also not just a UVE community. I like to think we've got a little bit of an extended, tight knit community with guys like Jarvis over at Tactical Devils, Rich at I think it's United TV, if that's what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. But a lot of people doing a lot of things, and just glad to see it. You know, I don't look at it as, and I think that I speak for them as well. We don't look at it as competition with each other. We are kind of all connected in that way. Each of us kind of doing our own things. Jarvis has Stu and Mark on there, and Mark also United Lens as well. Forgot about Mark. Don't let me forget about him. But big up everyone doing their thing. This isn't my job. It's clearly a. It's just something fun. Honestly, all the scouting reports, all the United chatter, all the conversations that we have on the channel, I have these conversations in my day-to-day life. I do the scouting reports. I watch all the football from all these different leagues. Normal. I've been doing that for the better part of a decade now. It's just now I do it with a ring light and a camera in front of me. And so it is what it is. Ian, also, I hope you don't mind me throwing you, putting you on blast. Ian took advantage of the 30% off, got himself a OG green and gold United vs. Everybody t-shirt that you guys have probably seen me wearing a couple times on the channel. Again, go check out the store. There's a lot of one-of-a-kind stuff. You won't get it anywhere else. None of it goes to the Glazers. None of it goes to Ineos. None of it's super expensive, and it helps the channel a little bit here and there. I don't upcharge anything. At most, I'm making, and my wife says I should charge more. At most, I'm making like $2 from a t-shirt. It's not that big a deal, but it's mostly just fun to come up with little designs now and then, and see who likes them and whatnot. I'm probably gonna have to retire the Xerxes 9.5 shirt at some point, because Xerxes probably gonna get sold this summer. He should get sold this summer. I just don't think he's quite good enough. But the Xerxes 9.5 has been around since the store opened. Obviously, to crank it up to 9.5, but probably gonna have to get rid of that one. We got a commercial here for Jose Mourinho. What is he doing? What is he saying? Get me Nemanja Matic. Get me Ivan Perisic. I feel like Jose would like Xerxes. He's like a McTominay, Fellaini kind of hybrid-ish. Maybe we can convince... Oh, I mean, he's at Real Madrid now. He's not going to Real Madrid. Never mind. I was thinking Benfica still. No, he's definitely not going to Real Madrid. Can you imagine Xerxes playing for Real Madrid, benching Bellingham? It'd be hilarious, but I don't see that happening. Oh, boy. Ecuador, Curacao tonight, and Tunisia, Japan tonight. What's that group look like? Group E. So Ivory Coast, Germany, Ecuador, Curacao in that order. Neither Ecuador or Curacao have any points. Let's run through the groups here real quick. Now that everyone's basically almost played 2 games, I'll go through the groups that have played 2 games. Mexico topped their group. South Korea are second. I think I had Czechia doing a lot better in that one. Czechia and South Africa both on 1 point. They need to do something in this next game. Who do they play next? Czechia, for instance. So Czechia play Mexico. They will have to win that if they want any chance of doing anything. They are in third, though, so third place gets it going. All right. Never mind all that. Second half is about to kick off, you guys. Let's get stuck in. Bop, bop. A lot of empty seats. Are we sure this isn't a Man City match? There's a lot of empty seats in there. Remember when FIFA tried to say that everybody was going and watching in the concourse, and that's why there were so many empty seats? I don't know. This is halftime, so I don't think I've gotten from my seat once at any of these games. I don't do it at movies either. Like, I mean, I just sit. Plus, it's packed. I don't like waiting in lines for shit, especially overpriced garbage food at Old Trafford. I'd rather stock up and stuff my face at one of the food trucks ahead of time. All right, Amad on the ball. Wide right. Doing Amad things. What a ball. A little behind Bonnie there. It's the right idea. I need to see. And here he goes again, just winning the ball back, Amad. Like, how do people not rate Amad, man? Does my head in, man. United fans just not rating him. Like, he fights so hard. He just does not stop. Who's that? Conga? Is that his name? You can see the team news below for both of you guys. There's starting 11s for both sides, both scrolling across the bottom of your screen if you want to keep track of everything. Rudiger did come in for Schlotterbeck. It looks like Germany did make a halftime change. Ooh, bad ball from Jonathan Tah. Nearly cost them a goal. I mean, you know that Ivory Coast is going to be on you. You can't play those kind of sloppy balls. Balls to Amad, passes it wide right over to Cassano. Who's that? No, it's not Cassano. That's Singo. Cassano on the ball. Singo. Well done. Finding Bonnie. Just didn't really get a touch on it. Amad fighting again. Amad is just... God, I would hate to have to defend Amad. He just doesn't give you a single breath, man. This is nuts. I mean, we have seen it, Ian. I think it's hard to see it though when he's being rotated in and out with Mbumo, and so we went from both of them playing as winger and wingback to now only one of them playing. It just is what it is. He doesn't really get a chance to get into rhythm, so one of them maybe needs to learn how to play on the left. You could also play Amad as a 10 at times too, if maybe we need to drop Bruno deep, or if Bruno needs a rest or something, or if it's a dead rubber-ish match. Could play Amad as a 10, and he would be a very direct kind of Gibbs White as a kind of 10. It's where he played for Sunderland on his loan, and he was their best player that season by far. So their versatility is all right. I don't mind it. Germany have a corner. Look for this maybe to find Havertz. 4 corners for Germany. Nothing to show for it. Got a mad respect for Kimmich with the shirt tucked in energy, man. Got nothing but he's going full Philip Lahm these days. Nah, why don't you just shoot it, man? There's so many bodies in the box, you don't know what's going to happen. Amad needs to push a little wide and just get into space here. Yeah. Germany got back into shape very, very quickly, so fair play to Nagelsmann for getting that positional discipline and that fitness in check, because it's a bit sloppy from Ilawi here. Ivory Coast going on the attack again. Oh, he tried to see Amad. He just held on to it a little too long. You got to respect Ivory Coast. They've got energy. They're pressing. They're not giving Germany any time, whether they're on the ball or off the ball. And it's got to be a nightmare to play against right now. Like someone said earlier, some of these German players just look a little tired. It's a lot of running for not a lot of end product here from Germany right now, and they're trying to press, and it's just running. You know, just move the ball. Let the ball do the work. If you're Ivory Coast right now, you don't need to do anything with it. Just pass it. Well read by Cassano. Well done, Kessier. Well done. Amad, bust a gut. Bust a gut. There it is. Well done. Go on, Amad. Amad, get the assist. Oh, Kessier just slipped. He just slipped a little. Oh, it could have been so good. Amad doing well to get his head up and try to find a teammate. I needed him to do, like Ian said, maybe do that a little bit more. Sometimes he's guilty of holding on to the ball just a little too long in that final phase. Get that ball into the box early. Find a teammate. Germany just trying to rebuild here. Let's see what we can do. Just reset. Man, I love Kessier so much, man. Don't forget to scan the QR code for your Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. Oh my gosh. Superior Player of the Match. Woo! Is that Alawi? What did I tell you guys about this little guy? I told you guys about him, man. So good on the ball. He's just got that low center of gravity. He can just, like Messi, he can just ride those challenges and just still pop out with it. Man. Amad kind of pulling the strings a little bit now. was a lot of Diamande in the first half, and now we're just shifting over to Amad a little bit. Ulawi is having a really good match for such a young player as well. He's definitely, I would bank on him getting a move this summer after this. Good defending. Very good defending. Not good clearance, but good defending. It's a bit of a physical mismatch, this, though. Amad, Ulawi, these guys are not very big. Well read. Well read. Yeah, Ian, he's a little spitfire, man. He is just really good at driving the ball through the midfield. Really good press resistance, really good close control. Ball progression is on point. I like midfielders who can carry the ball. That's why I love Kabi so much. That's why I love Musiala so much. Like you can carry the ball through under pressure in a congested area of the pitch and progress it 10, 15, 20 yards on your own. Like that's worth its weight in gold. Oh, Havertz. It was almost a really good touch and turn from Havertz there. A little heavy, but Florian worthless. That's a foul, ref. Come on. Ivory Coast just literally just it's their game. Germany are just playing it right now, man. This is just little triangles to escape pressure. It's doing so well, man. Ball is up to Amad again. He's got Singo overlapping a little bit. Kessié standing on it. Alawi. That's fine. Pick up Rob Taff in the house. Shout out, man. How's everyone's fantasy looking? I haven't checked it today because I've been busy. But welcome back, Rob. Good to see you again, my friend. Woo! Go on, Ahmad. Oh, jeez. Just these Ivory Coast players just struggling to get control of this ball in the box, man. It's like the fourth or fifth time. If they just hit it first time. Ahmad's having a really good second half, though, to start. Just getting his head up, finding his teammates in the box. If he could, again, like Ian said, do more of that at United this season, I think, instead of maybe taking it all the way to the byline all the time and they're trying to cut in all the time and shoot. Like, we've got Shesko now. Just put it in the box. Put it in the box, dude. Smoking brown in a spliff, in a spliff, in a spliff. Got him on toast. Keep him coming. Keep him coming, guys. Does this change anyone's mind on Nathaniel Brown that he can't hang with Amad? And another sloppy ball. A lot of sloppy passes today. Ball is wide to Amad again. Sangari. I haven't heard Sangari's name a whole lot this match. Ivory Coast trying to maybe draw Germany out of their shape a little bit. We know Germany do need to go and hunt that ball, so it's a good little tactic. I don't mind it. Danny's third in fantasy. Well done. Yeah, Dumfries got me a couple points early with a pair of assists, so I'm happy I stuck with him. Go on, Ahmad! Oh, he pulled out of it last second. He thought Brown was going to get a hold of that, and he mean to be fair, he did. If he'd have just showed it, like put his head in there. If Ahmad can get an assist, man, I'm definitely giving him man of the match. Just he's been so influential. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he just needs. Again, it's just that shot, that final shot from Ivory Coast has just not been good enough this whole game, man. Let's see. Yeah, big up Rob Taff. Yeah, I don't know what place I'm in. I'm not too great. I don't think I have any players. I can't remember if I've got any players in this match. I can't remember if I switched it up. I know I had Raum. I got rid of Raum for... Oh, you know who I did? I got rid of Raum for Araujo with Uruguay. So I've still got to wait for Araujo to get in here. But I do have 12th man activated this week, so I've got Messi as my 12th man. So if he can get another hat trick, then I'm sitting pretty. Kane got me a lot of points. Mbappe got me a lot of points. Ulisse got me some points as well. So I'm happy with that. Undav's actually had a really good couple seasons at Stuttgart. I do like Undav a lot. Just a little too similar to Shesko. I need someone little different profile or someone who like I would take Harry Kane in a heartbeat for 2 seasons. We know Rudiger loves just to go full on 2005. Rip it. Germany making some changes. Looks like Undav coming on. Fellaini in the crowd, it looks like here. Making 3 changes, Germany. Nagelsmann just trying to figure it out. I mean, he's a young coach. It is what it is. It's been a total bust. Yikes. Undav on. Germany on the attack a little bit here. Where's Amad at? He's just tracking back a little bit. Oh, there he is. He was deep. Taw on the ball. Probably going to put it wide to Wirtz. There we go. Saw that coming. Pavlovic. Nemecha. Nah, didn't see Diamande back here. Germany just can't get it forward. Ivory Coast doing a very good job of cutting off these passing lanes, man. This is like, they're doing really good. Don't sleep on the Ivory Coast, man. Because if they can win, if this result holds, they can just coast in the last game of this group stage and rest a lot of these guys. That was poor clearance from Singo. I haven't heard Musiala's name a whole lot this half. Coffee did not work. I'm exhausted. Amad just really, really embracing his off-the-ball duties today, man. He's just doing a really good job. Very happy with Amad today. That being said, I want Ivory Coast to go out so he can come back to Carrington, wrap him in cotton wool. Let him take a week, go chill, relax, but then get back to work, my friend. Not gone yet. Oh, he just missed it. Yeah, you can't try to pick him out. You gotta just put it into space. It was a good throw, but it was just try to be a little too accurate. Let's see here. Havertz down. Sane finally coming off. He shouldn't have started, so we got here. Undav. I don't know who else this is. Okay, Sane, Musiala, Pavlovic coming off. Who's coming on? Undav, Lueling, and Amiri. I honestly not familiar with Lueling and Amiri. Undav is the only one I'm super familiar with. 1-0 still to the Ivory Coast, you guys. We're in the 60th minute now. I'm at 59:59 as we speak. Don't know where you guys are at, but that is where I'm at the moment. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for me. Probably have another hydration break coming in here soon. We are on the road to 4K, you guys. Let's do it. Llewellyn getting stuck in right away. Referee letting a lot of stuff go today. Ulawi having a really good match. Amad having a really good match. Kessier getting involved in everything. Florian Worthless on the ball. And what a horrible strike. Is that how you say his name? Labeling? What do I call him? Llewellyn? Yeah. See, a lot of the referees in this tournament have let play go, even with these little niggly fouls. Like, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, some of these are fouls, right? But do you want to call every single one, or do you want to kind of let it go? Because At what point do you run the risk of maybe losing a little bit of control of the game if you're letting a little too much go? If you're not putting down a marker at a certain point, well, what's that marker look like? Well done from Amad. I should have backheeled that. Germany very quick to get the press in those wide areas when I mean they know that Ivory Coast are going wide and they're just really throwing numbers wide when Amad or Diamande get on the ball. They should let that run to keep. You got to stop. If you can't play it long centrally because the midfielders, the central players for Ivory Coast are just too short. They're not going to win those balls. If you're going to play it long, you got to put it long wide to get it to Diamande or Amad on a run. Ball into the box here. It's good. It's good defending from Singo there. Well read. Where am I at, guys? If you guys are looking at fantasy, where am I at right now? Points-wise, I don't think I have a ton so far this week. But again, same happened last week where I did not have a lot of players until like the second week of round one, and then I started getting crazy points. I just need Bruno to do something because that's where I was really hoping to get some points, and Portugal just did not do very well. If Portugal don't turn things around, I would not be surprised to see Roberto Martinez get sacked. Oh, what is this keeper doing? This keeper, somebody put it out there, Onana vibes. Like, he just does not look comfortable coming off his line. He barely even jumped. That's so bad. He's barely even getting high enough, man. It's ridiculous. So, Ilawi on the ball. He's so good, man. Oh, he's 20 now. He was not 20 when I scouted him. He was definitely 19 when I scouted him. Go on, Amad. Go on, Amad. 25th I am. Out of, what, 36, 37? I don't know. I'll get more points, though. I'm not too worried about it. Thank you guys for letting me know, though. A lot of people got a lot of points really early, and then they kind of tapered off. And mine was reversed. I didn't get a whole lot of points early, and then that second week of World Cup, I got a lot. Amiri, is he hurt already? That's another knee on knee. Amiri's limping a little bit. That would be a shame if he had to go off already. Anybody watching any of these other ones tonight? Ecuador, Curacao. And then who's it? Tunisia, Japan. Is that what the other one was? At midnight my time? Not doing that. Not doing that at all. Result holds. I mean, Ivory Coast are going through. I wouldn't sleep on Germany pulling one back from a set piece or a ball in the box from Havertz, because it's probably going to be a Verts to Havertz kind of a situation here, which would suck. But it is what it is. But, I mean, they've got to get the ball in the box first. Right now, Ivory Coast are just not like, look at this. Kesse's chasing him down. Bonnie's got to find a way to get himself involved in this game. He's not doing enough. You can't just be sitting in the box. Not a good ball. Yeah, Germany are struggling. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nagelsmann maybe get the hook if Germany don't do a whole lot. Rob says, a lot of players going down from softest challenges, but staying down, like, seriously injured. Yeah, I mean, welcome to football, right? I mean, this is footballers in general. Every bone is connected to the face bone when you're a footballer. Step on your toe, grab your face. Hit in the back, grab your face. It is what it is. Rob says, team just sacked their manager, team the target after Sweden's whooped them. Yeah. I don't even, what do they do when they sack a manager mid-tournament? How do you sack a manager mid-tournament, man? That's absolutely nuts. After one game, it's not even mid-tournament, one game, they trying to go for a new manager bounce to keep them. They're done, right? Aren't they out of it? keepers. This is twice now. This Ivory Coast keeper has gone down with an injury. There's no need to roll around. And then he looks up. Like, come on. Okay. There's no need to roll, dude. I've never ever in my life seen anyone get hurt and roll around as much as footballers do. Like that's like you're not on fire. You don't have to stop, drop, and roll. And then he collides with his own player. The ref. I mean, I'm sure it hurt, but like it was his own player. The ref technically doesn't even have to stop the game for that. I mean, we saw that when De Gea got his ankle stepped on by Fred and Arsenal scored that goal a couple years ago. Like it's your own player. Ian says, grabbing your face when you were fouled started when they changed all the protocols about only stopping the game for a head injury. Yeah, every bone's connected to the face bone when you're a footballer. It's science. It just is what it is. It's annoying, but it is. I mean, footballers. I mean, I think Neymar is still rolling from 2018. Legends has it. Arjen Robben, I could not stand Arjen Robben. How many times that dude dived. So ball in the box. Oh, I was close. Germany have just equalized. Ball in the box. Undav getting involved early on. A little passive from Ivory Coast. The substitutes both getting involved. Was that a mirror? You put that ball into the box for Undav? Looks like it. So, and that's what we kind of thought that goal was going to come from, was a ball into the box. I mean, not like it was rocket science. It's what Germany were trying to do, but you could see a lot of the runs from Havertz really pulling that space. But it's a good finish, really good finish. Very good finish from Undav. I would like him at United. I think he's a really good striker. He's experienced. I don't think Stuttgart are going to want to get rid of him anytime soon. And I think a lot of people were probably not over his time. I think it was at Brighton and he wasn't very good. So maybe it's a Premier League thing. I don't know. But sometimes all it takes is a move, go get some goals, find your form, get your confidence up. Maybe he's a late bloomer. Jimmy Vardy was a late bloomer. No assists for Havertz. I didn't even touch Havertz. That was Amiri to Undav. 8 goals and 11 appearances for Undav for Germany. That's pretty good. Germany got their tails up. Havertz in the box again. Germany decided to wake up a little bit. It's about time. Ivory Coast maybe need to make a little change here. Bonnie's not really doing much. Maybe switch it up. Who do Ivory Coast have on the bench? Let me go look and see real quick. So, a lot of defenders. Oh, I'd bring on Torre. Maybe bring on Torre and get like a fluid front three. Gussand, is that Nicola Pepe? Interesting. Adingra, they have a lot of really good wide players. Basman Torre, Adingra can come on and do something. Interesting. Jean-Michel Seri, who remembers that guy from his Fulham days? Nice. Yeah, Diamande has not really been super involved this half. I would maybe take him off and just bring on some fresh legs to a little fast. Bring on Torre. Torre will also try to find Bonnie a little bit more. He's a little bit more of a chance creator off the left foot. He's more of an old school winger, left-footed, left wing. And now, as I say that, Diamande on the ball. Yeah. Gonna have another hydration break sometime soon here. Yeah, hydration break. The Lenovo match break. And here come the commercials, because that's what we do now in World Cups. Yeah, I haven't seen anything so far from Diamande that makes me think he's worth twice as much as like Somerville. Somerville's having an excellent World Cup. Obviously, Somerville's about 4 or 5 years older, but at the same time, you know, the kind of chatter you're seeing on social media and stuff, I think Diamande is very good. He's not a £100 million player. Like if Liverpool pay 100 million or anything more than that for Yan Diamande, questions need to be asked because how are they spending their money, man? That's nuts. While we're on a commercial break, you guys, while we're watching David Beckham just do another commercial, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 4K. We are just about 100 subs away, you guys. With your help, we can get there before the summer transfer window closes. It is officially open now for about a week. It hasn't been open very long, but please make sure you subscribe, and you guys do appreciate that a lot. I know a lot of you are doing it. A lot of you are watching. If you're watching on X, please jump over, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate that. Share it if you're watching on X as well. So we got David Beckham in a second commercial. At least they're doing like the split screen now. We get to see a little bit of the replays from the match while we're also watching this nonsense commercials. But 72nd minute, 35 seconds here. Like, what is Billy Bob Thornton here doing commercials, man? Another Beckham commercial now. But this is 3 different David Beckham commercials for 3 different products, man. The guy just loves his money, dude. He is, and fair play to him. He's earned it. Do what he wants. He's a billionaire now, so hey, big up. But no commercials. He'll Birch go, man. Yeah, it's the reason why I just don't watch other sports than football. It's just commercials, man. Can't stand them. All right, Ivory Coast coach coming back out. This is a long hydration break. How long does it take to get a couple drinks of water, man? Like, this should be a minute tops for a hydration break, and that should be it. Toronto's pretty cool looking, huh? Do you guys, in the UK, I mean, I know Manchester's a bit older, not a whole lot of super tall buildings. I've never been to London. There are a lot of tall buildings in London. We have a lot of cities like that here, which is a lot of congested tall buildings for like a couple square miles, and then it's like suburbs for a little bit. So you go to like Chicago, go to like New York, you go to like LA, Miami and whatnot. You're gonna see a lot of that kind of stuff. Boston's a bit more like Manchester. It's very similar, old, but a lot of those kind of buildings. Detroit's a little bit like that as well. Detroit's a little like Manchester. A lot of very old buildings, a lot of very tight little streets and everything. 3 minutes for a hydration break is nuts. So Ivory Coast making some subs. Amad is off. Sangare is off, and Bonnie is off. I did think we should take Bonnie off. So like I said, Gusand on, another striker. Adingra is on, and then we've got Fofana on as well. So we are bringing on a couple of attackers and just bringing on another little midfielder here to try to shore things up here. Like for like in all these positions, basically. So nothing really to change the game other than maybe a little different profile of striker and just some fresh legs in these positions. But Amad, what a great game from Amad. Very, very good for him. Shame some of his teammates couldn't quite sort their feet out with some of those balls he was playing in the box. It's a shame he couldn't sort his feet out in that first opportunity. But Ivory Coast still ended up scoring, so it is what it is. But I'm really feeling Alawi as well. He's having a really good game. Yeah, I did see that Ian Casemiro is at Inter Miami. I mean, we knew that was coming. It is what it is. It's basically just Timu La Liga now, that freaking club. How many Barcelona players have that club have? And now they've got a Real Madrid player. All they need is like Sergio Ramos to come in and play for them to complete the trifecta. Maybe get like Mendy or something in there as well. Germany got their tail up a bit this half. That goal really, really sort of gave them some confidence. You're starting to see the quality in terms of the individuality start to separate a little bit these last few minutes. Germany just have such good quality on the ball. And there's that long diagonal again, and Diamande has switched over to the right-hand side as well. Ian says London is basically like that around the inner city financial district, central London, tall buildings. Outside of that, it's all suburbs. Yeah, well, suburbs for you guys, I don't know if they're the same as suburbs for us. You guys have a lot of open farmland, a lot of fields. We don't have a whole lot of that here. If there's fields here, odds are it's corn or soy or something. That's just the way we roll here in the U.S. Ref has literally let everything go. I don't even know if he's called a single foul. You got two players on the ground right now still from either side. I think Alawi's on the ground. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go rewatch my scouting report on Christ and now Alawi after this to get a little refresher, because if you guys remember, I did scout him about 3 or 4 months ago. Plays for Chaps and Spore. He is having an excellent match today. So good on the ball, so press resistant, driving that ball through midfield. 77th minute, 19 seconds to go. If you had to guess right now, who do you think is going to break this tie? Is it still? Do you think this is going to end 1-1? You think that somebody's got it in them to maybe do something? Germany have probably looked the better side in these last 15 minutes or so. Well done. Oh, what a good counter. I told you guys, this is a game of transitions today. This is all counterattacks from both sides today. Bring on Basamanatore, man. We need to stretch this game. Oh, what is such a waste? That was such a waste of an opportunity. Why didn't he just drive it into the box? A lot of tired-looking players out here. Wirtz is looking exhausted. He's having to do a lot of tracking back. I mean, that's going to happen when you're the one losing the ball. A lesson you should have learned a long time ago, Garnacho. Rashford. Ivory Coast just exploring a little bit more here. I doubt we're going to see Basamanatore now, unless they take Diamande off. It's a bit slow. Neither team really wanting to commit forward. They're worried about getting done on the transition right now. That's a foul. Woltamata. Look at that. Raum's chilling. I'm glad I had to take Raum. I'm surprised Raum's not getting more minutes. I thought he would definitely get a whole lot more minutes. He's such a good chance creator for Leipzig. He's a leader. All right, ball's wide to Singo. Diamande, just shoot the ball. Like they're now Ivory Coast is trying to get a little too complicated, a little too intricate. Well done, Singo. Well done tracking back. And looks like a hamstring. That was convenient. Ian says, outside London is very much green fields and farmlands. Obviously, there are big cities, but majority of the country is farmlands. Yeah, when I'm flying in, Ian, that's all I see is just green fields, football pitches, and then like a 2-lane highway that just goes between all of them, like country roads, basically. Oh, Nagelsmann should probably get a little bit of a talking to for his temper tantrum. You get a yellow card for slamming the ball down as a player. You should definitely get one as a manager. Singo just feeling a little something here. Big up, Rob. Thank you. If you guys are watching on X, please jump on over and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. I do appreciate that. Big up, Rob. Thank you. Yes, share it if you guys are watching on X, please, just to try to get some more people involved. I like to see all the new faces. I like to see how the community is growing. But excellent. You guys are legends. Ian has gifted some membership today. Rob's doing the Lord's work, taking charge of the fantasy team and everything. You guys are a great little community. It's the best community on YouTube. I know every YouTube creator says that, but they're all wrong, and I am right. So you just got to deal with it. Oh, let me see what we got going on here. What the numbers look like on YouTube Live. We've got some numbers. We got about Yeah, we got some numbers. Keep hitting the like button, though. I want to see the likes go up, you guys. It makes me feel all good to see all the little thumbs ups. There's another counterattack opportunity here. Move the ball. You just got to pass the ball, dude. Diamande, cut in and shoot. And it just took too long. You took too long. Yeah, Diamande's not a 100 million fucking pound player. This guy is, he's just, and I don't expect him to be. He's, what, 19, 20 years old. I don't expect him to be, but he's not a 100 million pound player. Like, his decision making is, he looks like he gets into that final little moment and then he just doesn't know what to do. Like, just put a ball in the box or take on your man and get to the byline. It's not that hard. Is this Doué? I really like this kid. It's too bad he plays for Strasbourg because that's got Chelsea written all over it, unfortunately. Same with Valentin Barco. Singo not too happy. It looks like he was legitimately hurt. Yeah, he's definitely not 100K. He's definitely not 100K. But yeah, Amad went off several minutes ago in a triple change. Yeah, I'd maybe get. I mean, Doué's on. I do like Doué a lot. It's just when they're at Strasbourg, I just assume that they're going to be going to Chelsea in a year or two. That's just the way they work with that multi-club model. They do it. They use it really well. Obviously, Chilwell was there for a while. That's where they got Rossinier. Well done. That was a good ball. That was a good ball. Yeah, Rob, you looked legitimately injured. You don't do that unless that looks like it's probably hamstring or something. Told you guys I don't like international football. I don't like anything not first team club football. I don't like anything not club football, and that does not. But obviously that does not include friendlies. I don't like friendlies. Friendlies, in my opinion, for preseason should be about getting these youngsters some minutes. Somebody want to do something with this ball? Watch the counter. Well, that was really good intervention by Alawi. that was clutch, getting that foot in there. Shoot. There you go. There's a good shot. You got somebody talk to each other. Where's that ball going? There you go. Turn and burn. This Diamande isn't. I wonder if Liverpool watch this and they're like, ooh, we're so glad that they did not accept that offer. Because, like, why not just play Frimpong there? Like, Frimpong's a better right winger anyway. I just don't get it. Go out and get a better right back and just play Frimpong on the wing. Diamande looking tired. So bring on Torre. There you go. Are they bringing on Torre? No, Nicola Pepe. Awesome. Another player that should not have cost as much as he did. Remember when Arsenal, what was that, under Emery, they got him? It was like, what, 70-something million? Havertz coming off. Quiet game for Havertz after those first opportunities. Overrated Havertz. What do you guys make of Goretzka? Free agent, right? The Goretzka's never really, like, done it for me. I would take Kimmich before I would take Goretzka. I would definitely take Konrad Leimer before I'd take Goretzka. Goretzka just, I don't really know what kind of midfielder he is. I don't really get him. And I just don't think that I see a place for him in this. I'd rather get Brandt on a free than get Goretzka. I'd rather get Anguissa on a free than get Goretzka, although I don't think Anguissa's free. I think he might have signed an extension. Yes, as Ian says, you guys, you just got to listen to Ian. I'm not even telling you anymore. Ian's telling you. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I appreciate that, you guys. Undav just imposing his will these days. That was a really powerful shot. That was about 10 yards outside the box. That was like Tony Cruz missile. Good strike. Whew. Good strike. Move this ball. You should have just back heel flicked that, man. Somehow worked out for him. 4 minutes and whatever is in extra time for somebody to break this tie at the moment, or this draw. Rob says, I don't mind getting older, experienced midfielder or striker, and not instead of Sangare. I just don't think, of the free agents that are out there, I don't, Goretzka's just not one that I would go for. He'd probably be on a little bit more money. Yeah, I'd definitely get Julian Brandt to replace Mason Mount. Maybe try to get Mount to Coventry on loan with an option to buy for like 15, 20 million if they stay up. It'd probably be closer to like 12 million personally, but because I do think we need someone who could come in and help Bruno share the load a bit. Oh, such a bad ball from Fofana. Well done, Gusan. Oh, that's not, out of all the things he finally calls a foul for, that's the most least foul of all of them. Dude, Olawi should definitely be in the shout. It'll probably go to Kessier, because he got the goal. Amad, I thought, was really, really impactful, if not just, again, the teammates just not able to sort their feet out for a lot of these opportunities. But he was definitely more of a threat than Diamande. Yeah, Alawi and Amad are just absolutely bossing it. Well done. Who was that? Fofana trekking all the way back. Oh, Pepe turning it back here. Wide left. There it is. Why didn't you shoot that first time? A Dingra. Is he not right-footed? What is he doing? What is he doing? All you had to do was get your head over that ball and just wrap your right foot around it and put it far post. That's all you had to do. Is he just not right-footed? Like, it's the only thing I can think of. Like, what is he? First time that was the game right there. Come on, Dingra. I take back what I said. Baz Monatore would have put that in the back of the net. Clear that. Thank you. Dingra. You've got to do better than that, man. You have to do better than that. You should immediately just put your chest over that, hit it with the right foot. He must not have a good right foot. And I feel for him. If that had been me on the right-hand side, I would not have. My left foot, literally just for standing on. I'm not going to be doing anything with my left foot. I can do a heel chop with the left foot on the run, but that's it. I can't do anything. I can't shoot. I can't pass. I can maybe trap the ball a little bit. My left, I'm so one-footed. It's what it is. It's definitely too late for me to try to work on my left foot. I'm 40. It's not going to happen. All right, Ivory Coast, another counterattack opportunity. It was the wrong pass. Gosh, the decision-making from some of these players is just garbage, man. Tim is not too convinced. They don't look great. They had a good spell at the start of this half, and then late in the second half, and then it just kind of tapered off a little bit. Danny says, remember they left Dingra at home at AFCON. He's just not. That was the opportunity. Just did not go well. It was a good strike from Brown, to be fair. If he would have gotten his foot a little flatter, that it could have curled a little bit more away from the keeper, but he got his foot wrapped around it just a little too much. Put that ball left right now. Oh, gosh. Why did he? Oh, my gosh. I'm so, like, the more I watch it, the more angry I get at that chance that Adingra just completely messed up. Told you guys from the start, this looked like it was going to be a game of counterattacks, and it's just been back and forth. This has been like watching basketball right now. Why is everyone taking 800 touches? Why is nobody hitting these balls first time? So now Germany are top as it stands. They've scored a lot more goals so far. Kimmich on the ball, putting it wide. It has leveling. Is that who that is over there? Nemecha, haven't heard his name a whole lot this half. Brown tucking inside to kind of make a little bit of a pivot. Nagelsmann definitely trying to put some numbers in there. Just catch that. Just drop it. You don't need to do anything with that. I don't know, Rob. Scotland did not look great last night. They got to a point for me where they were looking like a La Liga side, just going to ground every couple seconds. But they did not look great last night against Morocco. Honestly, y'all should be putting Saibari in your side because he is having an excellent World Cup so far. Another player I've scouted about a year and a half ago. Basically, just watch the channel and watch the scouting reports if you want to know who to put in your team. Yeah, I didn't think they were good, Dan. I thought it was going to be a much better match than it actually was, but Scotland they just could not get going. They just never really got an opportunity to get any sort of control. And again, like I said to start the stream, I love McTominay, but he cannot be the best player in your team. He just can't. If he's the best player, then it's just not good enough. And it does not mean he's bad, but he's not like world class. So, I mean, it is what it is. Mazraoui, Rob, was excellent. Mazraoui has quietly been having an excellent tournament so far, playing at left back. He's been doing very well. He's just been going about his business, just getting it done, having a good match. Happy with that. Again, he can play left back. He does it for Morocco all the time. He did it at Bayern a little bit too. But he's better than Diallo, so I just want him to play right back, personally. So maybe that's part of me wonders, we've got Diallo who can play left back. Mazraoui can play left back. I wonder if we are maybe looking for a left winger. But maybe we see Somerville, if the rumors are to be believed, maybe we see him as just an opportunity that's just too good to pass up. And maybe if there's a chance we can maybe get him for like 30, 35, maybe 40 million tops, that could be worth it. He's very direct. He's a very good winger. I'd still go for a top left back first, though, but that's just me. It's just the way I see things. I'm not saying I'm right and I'm wrong. We got less than 3 minutes to go here. Is anybody going to break this 1-1 draw that we're seeing right now? What a good ball from the Mecha. What a good ball. They looked offside for a second there. That looked offside. What a ball from the Mecha. How did Undav just control that so well? That ball was fizzed in. That looked offside. Let me see here. Did that look offside to anybody else than me? The touch and control from Undav, though, like, that's amazing. Like, see, part of me is like, maybe we do need a striker similar to Shesko, but maybe someone experienced who can maybe just help him strengthen in those areas. But then part of me is like, I do want someone different if Shesko's not working out. Oh, he's, yeah, well onside. That's too bad. Oh, the defender did not hold the line. That's too bad, man. Moments, man. All it takes is moments. I don't know what was better, the pass from the Mecha or the control from Undav. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, Rob, that's what I was saying earlier. I think a lot of people will probably remember him from Brighton and maybe say no, but he's been having an amazing couple seasons in the Bundesliga with Stuttgart. He's a really good attacker, really good striker. Adinger is definitely going to be ruin that missed opportunity. You have to take those chances. You can't hesitate like that, man. It was, I don't know what was better, the ball or the control. Because what a ball from the Mecha. Man, we don't need to see that offside. We know it's offside. I love that they actually have them lifelike in the... Yeah, Danny, we have a lot of players who can play there. We've all said pretty much all season that Cunha is probably more naturally better in that central role, but he is the left winger. So maybe we can have another option on there, maybe if we need to. Maybe we'll get both. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a left back and a left winger and another center midfielder. And who knows what's going to happen. We have a lot of players we got to sell, too. Unlucky there, though, from Ivory Coast. It just, again, I said that the quality, the difference in quality in the individual players was starting to show through a little bit. And I do think that's where Germany have them beat on paper. But, yeah, they probably will be fine. Obviously, they've lost Singo. Singo looks like his tournament's done with the hamstring. It looked like if they can get this ball forward, you never know. But again, it's that indecisiveness, that hesitancy in that final third with the Ivory Coast that's just killed them. They've had a couple of really good opportunities, and players just not getting that ball out of their feet. Adingra hesitating, that will hurt them. Well, Nagelsmann, you're going to get extra time because you guys celebrated for like half hour over there in the corner with everybody. So yeah, there's going to be some time. Ref's probably going to blow it now though. Get another drink of water. Gonna go make some dinner after this. Let me know what you guys are getting up to the rest of the night. If you haven't yet done so before this wraps up, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Because I am going to go make some dinner at 6 here. And there it is. Final whistle. Germany beats Ivory Coast 2-1. Honestly, it's a really good goal, but you just feel for Ivory Coast, man. They did so well that first half. They looked so good. The subs definitely didn't help a lot. I'm not blaming it on Adingra, but he definitely needed to do better there. And taking off Amad definitely did not help either, but I'm glad that he got taken. I really don't care if Ivory Coast win, but it is what it is. Let me mute this here. Take this off here. I don't need these anymore. Woo! Oh, how's everybody's doing? Danny's getting some burgers going. I'm actually making a super healthy dinner. It wasn't a very super healthy lunch. I had like a slice of carrot cake, and like a giant. They called it pizza, a pepperoni stick. It's like a giant pizza roll, but it's long. After my hike, I got a high metabolism, so I went on a hike and I just needed food. But I'm gonna make a healthy dinner. It's just gonna be a salad. But I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, brioche bun's nice. Danny, you got to throw a little butter on them and brown them up first, too. That always is the key to a good burger. A little bit of butter on that bun. Throw them down there, crisp them up nice and brown. Holds the integrity of the bun a little bit more. They don't get all soggy and they don't fall apart. I'm sure you know that by now, though. But yeah, definitely got to do it. The burgers sound amazing. I'm not going to lie. Burgers are amazing. You can't get a burger for a good price anymore, though. And I feel old saying that. But like the pub where we go to watch games downtown near me, it's literally like $23 for their burger, and you got to pay like an extra $2.50, $3 if you want French fries. It's ridiculous, man. COVID really screwed eating out these days, man. It's nuts. But I'm definitely making myself a salad. I haven't eaten crazy hell. A lot of pizza last night while we were watching the game, which is fine. I like pizza, but trying to be, as you get older, you just got to try a little bit more. But yeah, I need to get a little salad, so getting a little baby arugula, getting some beets, some squash, some sweet potatoes, dicing those up. I'm roasting those up in the oven, and then those are going to go on the arugula, and I'm going to sprinkle some goat cheese on there and probably cover that with a balsamic glaze, balsamic reduction, and that'll be my dinner. Probably have some sliced mangoes for dessert. I'm going to take that off of there. But you guys, I appreciate everyone for joining in. Lots of fun. Had a little opportunity to do that this afternoon, so I decided to go ahead and support Amad and watch that. Good game, honestly. Probably one of the better ones I've seen in terms of just the energy. The back and forth was just constant. There weren't a whole lot of lulls. Again, it's just, you see when you make a couple subs, when you don't have a super deep squad, that does make a difference. And I do think that taking Amad off definitely hurt as well. Kessier coming off definitely hurt as well. They were the dangerous players, so I feel for it. You want to use the squad. You don't want to run the risk of overplaying anybody, but at the same time, you got to get the 3 points. So, what do you guys? You won't be liking it too much. Chili, I do like chili. Chili's good too, man. You know what the secret, the hack, the code, the cheat code for chili is? I don't use a spoon. I get a big bag of Fritos scoops. You know, the scoop Fritos, and I use those as my spoon. I just dip it in the chili, eat the whole thing. I pretty much go through a whole bag every time I eat a big bowl of chili, but don't even use a spoon. You just use the scoops as your spoon and you're good to go. Like, that's being green, really, is what it is, right? I'm not using any plastic silver. I'm just eating the spoon. So I'm just telling you, I'm way ahead of my time here. Yes, appreciate you guys jumping in. It has been a great show. Thank you, Ian, for gifting those memberships, you guys. Thank you, Rob, for getting involved and sharing it all on X. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe before you guys take off. I'm going to go get some dinner. It's been a very long day, but you guys are legends. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Keep a lookout for the next news roundup. As the news comes in, we will obviously collect it all and share our thoughts on that as well. But not a whole lot going on this weekend, but we will see what happens as we go into the week. Mondays are usually pretty loud for United news. Who knows what can happen? But you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturdays, enjoy the rest of your evenings, enjoy the rest of your night if you're watching any of these games. Be safe, have fun, enjoy yourself. Thank you again, you guys, for doing that, and I will see you guys on the next one.